No, not him. I'm talking about my bank.
Want more from your checking account than a one-time bonus? Good news! You've got better options. Open a Simply Free checking account at General Electric Credit Union and earn up to $350 every year with Roundup. You'll earn rewards on everyday debit card purchases and automatically add to your savings. Now that's better than a one-time bonus. Don't be thrown off by our name. Anyone in the tri-state can bank here. General Electric Credit Union.
What's up, everybody? Justin Camuto here with Vertical Rays, covering the Cincinnati, Dayton, and Northern Kentucky area. Wanted to check in as we are quickly heading into the school year. Can't believe it's here already. And just kind of quickly recap what we do to help groups with fundraising. We're quick, easy, 100% hands-on, and I'm there with you every step of the way to run it. All of our fundraisers are online fundraisers, whether it is our donation campaign, which is one of our most successful campaigns at raising a ton of money for teams, our digital discount card, which is a new take on the old school plastic card. We've got over 1 million plus discounts, local and nationally, travels with you because it's on a GPS and you can sell it to anybody. It's no longer just strictly your district that you can sell those to. And our popcorn fundraiser, which is great to do during the holidays as an extra fundraiser to make some extra money during that time. We are, as an online platform, 100% private, safe, and protected. We do not share anybody's information. How could you expect us to have your trust if we did that? We're not selling anybody's stuff. We're not sharing it. We're not redistributing it. It's strictly just for this fundraiser and fundraiser alone. We're quick and easy to set up. All you have to do is reach out to me. We'll set up our couple dates. I'll walk you through everything. It's meant to be stress-free for the coach and for the players. So once we kick off the fundraiser, you're not having to constantly manage money or think about it throughout the entire campaign. Easy, and we'll get it done, and then we turn the check around to you real quick so you actually get your money and are actually able to use it. If you're interested in talking or just want to see if we might be a good fit, please click the interest form in our bio, and I would love to set up a time, talk with you. Hope you guys all have a great start to the school year, and we'll see you all soon.
Let's go up on the roof.
The soothing sound of James Taylor. Yes. Nothing says hard-nosed high school football like James Taylor. And we welcome you one and all up on our roof at the top of Barnett Stadium.
Yes.
For 2025's edition of the Butler Bowl as the Hamilton Big Blue travel up Route 4 to take on the Middletown Middies. Good evening one and all. Joel Sackenheim, Dr. Dan Vogt, and Neil Sackenheim, glad to have you with us here at Barnett's. And Dan,
yes,
it's been a good year for the Middletown Middies.
It certainly has been a good year for the Middletown Middies. Starting out the season with wins over Troy, Fairfield, Oak Hills, Coleraine, Sycamore, Lakota East, Mason. Now they had one loss to Lakota West. This is a big game tonight versus Hamilton, but it looms large. On the horizon after this game is the Princeton Vikings, a huge game coming up, and Joel will tell you all about the playoff implications of that game.
But Middletown and Princeton both sitting at 7-1 right now. Princeton undefeated in conference. If Middletown can get this win over Hamilton tonight, they will set up a head-to-head with Princeton for the GMC Championship next week over at Lockland. And I would imagine you and I might be right back down there calling Middletown again next week. Middletown has full control of the board for the number 1 seed in Division I, Region 2. Remember, folks, that Middletown is the only GMC school that is not in Region 4, the Southwestern Ohio region. They are flexed up with the Findleys and the Dayton schools of the world, and they would be the 1 seed if they win tonight.
And kudos to them for taking advantage of that, because I do think Division 4 is probably – Region 4 is probably much more powerful than Region 2.
Absolutely.
You agree with that?
Well, Middletown is at 20.8 right now for their overall Harbin rating, and that would put them in 4th place right now behind Elder, Moeller, and St. X, the regular crew of GCL South schools in that other region. As for Hamilton,
Yes.
Now, Hamilton comes in here on a one-game winning streak. They beat Fairfield last week. Hamilton has not been blown out, but maybe once all year long, Dan.
No, Hamilton, I think they have a good team. And as a testament to their 2-6 record, if the playoffs were to begin next week, they would be in them because they're ranked 11th right now in Division I, Region 4. Hamilton, overall, I think they're a very well-balanced team. Statistically, they have passed the ball 54% of the time and rushed 46. So that's pretty close to 50-50. They've had some tough losses. There's no doubt about it. They did get a win against Sycamore, but everyone gets a win against Sycamore.
Oprah Winfrey, you get a win against Sycamore. You get a win against Sycamore. Even Coleraine gets a win against Sycamore.
And they beat Fairfield, which I did pick that upset.
You got that? You're up
Yes.
by 5 in the Pick'em, Dan. Dude,
Yeah,
the really good week last week.
Yeah, the Pick'em poll's been kind to me this year. I'm picking out of my mind because I'm usually not that good. Joel, you won it last year, and I'm just happy to be in the top 3, and we're going down to the wire, aren't we?
I ran into Tyler Hale, Hamilton starting center, last week, well, a week or so ago, at the Waffle House in downtown Hamilton. And he asked me, he saw my Report Ohio shirt, and he said, are you picking Hamilton or Fairfield this weekend? And I looked at him and I said, I'm picking Fairfield. And he hung his head down. And the waitress behind the counter put her fist up in the air like, yeah. And I did not realize I was talking to Hamilton starting center.
I wish I would have had a hankering for some waffles because then I could have balanced out the score there because I did pick the Big Blue.
But Tyler asked me a follow-up. Very nice young man. Tyler asked me a follow-up question. Said, "Well, would you be surprised if we beat Fairfield?" I said, "Absolutely not. I would not be surprised at all. You guys have basically played pretty even football with about everybody you've played all year long. Even Princeton, you gave a fight to."
Now, I would be surprised if Hamilton did win this game tonight against Middletown, but this is a great rivalry, and they look forward to this game all year. So we're here in Middletown. We're getting ready for the kickoff. Looks like that Middletown won the toss. They deferred to the second half. Middletown, and they're all Baltimore Ravens purpley blacks.
Oh, yeah, the monochrome black.
Yeah.
I kind of like a purple jersey myself, but
yeah,
Noah Nicholas is going to put this ball up on the tee for the Middies.
Hamilton going with the all whites with the Carolina blue. Interesting. If you're the Big Blue, I would go with dark blue.
Kind of Detroit Lions looking numbers almost, except they're not square.
That's
with the Cowboys looking helmets because they got the star up there.
Big kickoff. He fumbles it.
In play. It's going to be returned by the tailback Bailey.
Ooh.
And Andre Bailey is going to not have the most advantageous field position for quarterback Jaden McClain in the offense. Dan, we saw Jaden McClain early in the season. Then we saw him midway through the season. I'm sure he's progressing as he's gone.
He looks like it. He's 48% thrower, which, you want that to be at least 60. But you know what? I really like Andre Bailey, and I think the key to this game is to get Bailey out and get Bailey the ball. We'll see what happens.
Pistol formation, and they got Middletown to jump on a hard. No, it's going to be on Hamilton.
Ooh.
Referee, side judge is going to call that on Big Blue.
Well, we are up on a roof, so we might. Our close-up vision might be not the greatest. We might want to look at Neil's camera because that's where we're going to get the good close-up.
Yeah, I have to work on that. I couldn't even find the white hat for the call, so we're off to a great start, folks.
Just see Tom Nye, right? Which penalty is better, number 1 or number 2?
It was a flagrant offside, yes.
Hand off to Bailey up the middle. Good. Wrapped up and brought down
33
by
black.
Kingston Dupuis, defensive lineman.
So it looks like he pretty much made up the 5-yard penalty. So it's 2nd and 10. So I guess let's just say they lost it down on the first play. Incomplete pass.
I see a couple linemen with these bright pink socks on. Is this breast cancer awareness?
I would think it is October.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Very tight formations for Hamilton so far early in the game. Handoff again to Bailey up the middle. Tough sledding as Dupuis brings him down.
Yes, Middletown said none of that stuff. Nah, baba, nah.
3rd and long, and we'll see how much they trust the young but gaining experience junior quarterback in McClain Earlier in the year, his favorite route is a slant route, and you saw him throw many, many slants against both Baden and Lakota East earlier this season. So he's got a nice deep ball, Dan.
Yeah, he does. Now, his two favorite receivers, let's watch them. It's Elijah Jones, Jordan Bryant.
Jones is 13, Bryant is 4 if you're looking for them on your screen.
Four is way out
at the bottom.
At the bottom of the screen.
In
He's
motion. Fake jet sweep, screen swing pass to Bailey.
Yeah.
Incomplete. And a 3 and out.
Give kudos to the Middletown defensive line there because it was set up nicely. If he just had a few more seconds to throw the ball, he was rushed, had to get that throw out early, kind of screwed up the play. So good play there by the Middletown Middies, starting out with a nice stop. They're going to get great field position.
Oh, we got a guardian cap with the long snapper in there. I love it.
Oh, my.
We got to get the punt first, but maybe after the play is over, we can get that guardian cap. Deep punt there by number 88, Connor Stevens. And it's going to be downed by number 48. I don't have a 48 on Hamilton's roster. We got the guardian cap out there, Dad. You see it? There he is.
Right
28. There. I love it.
You know,
Deacon Wilson.
The scientific statistics on guardian caps, do you know what they've concluded?
I do not know.
They look ridiculous. But they might work. But that's just my scientific fact.
They remind me of Toadstool from Mario Brothers.
There you go. I like that. Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback last night against the Bengals, his new modified helmet, he said he looks like a toadstool. That's funny.
Justin Bourne is going to hand this ball up the middle to Carson Spicer. Spicer had some spice on that run.
Spicer of slight height and weight, 5'6", 150, but boy, he looks quick coming out of there, doesn't he, Joel?
A good first step there.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm also enjoying number 16, Justin Bourne, the quarterback, looking at his flowing mane coming out of that helmet.
Well, we're both bald, Joel, so we have something for a flowing mane, that's for sure. We wish we had
Little
one.
Troy Polamalu. Dad, can you zoom in on that quarterback? Look at that hair.
You can only see,
Isn't that amazing? He should be in a Head and Shoulders commercial with Troy Polamalu and Patrick Mahomes. Never not ready?
Never not working.
Never not working.
Never not working.
Yeah, if once he turns around, half his number is
gone.
Is gone by his hair.
He's number 10.
Brings up
16.
He's like number 10.
He's 16. You can't
Third
see the
and
number.
3 here. I go with a run, but we'll see what they're from shotgun. We'll see what
They can run out of a shotgun.
Oh, I know.
Small
that.
box.
Gonna pass.
They're going to throw this long.
Going deep. He's got it. Back shoulder. Nice tackle.
Looks like that's Zymir Reed, number 19 from Middletown.
Touchdown saving tackle by Lyndon Hammond of the Big Blue. It was definitely a back shoulder throw.
Beautiful deep ball by Bourne.
I mean, when I was young, you didn't see that back shoulder throw. They would say you threw it the wrong side of his body, but it's the only place that the guy can catch it. So it's a very nice, safe defensive
Well, and the
play.
defender can't see it.
Exactly.
Unless he gets his head turned around early, and then it becomes very interceptable if he does. Swing pass, wrapped up, brought down. Good defense there by Jaden Lewis of Big Blue.
Yeah, he's a senior linebacker. He's seen that before. And you know what? Honestly, it was better for Middletown not to catch that ball because he probably would have lost 2 or 3 yards.
That would have been a potentially interceptable pass if
That's
Lewis
true.
would have had one more step on that ball. He read that out of the quarterback's eyes all the way. Quad formation to the bottom side of your screen on that previous
I'm calling
play.
a run here. Maybe I'll be wrong. There you go.
It is a run up the middle. That's Demetrian James. He's going to get about half the yardage, get it inside the 5-yard line.
I love that play call because it makes the run available on 3rd down and 4th down. You don't necessarily have to commit to the pass, but if you try and throw it on that when you had 7 yards to go, you had incomplete, you're forced to throw again. So this opens up the whole playbook here for the middies. And I tell you, Joe, I run them again.
I like the ground game as well. Demetrian James, the tailback, in the shotgun next to Bourne. It is James.
Now
But Hamilton read it.
They read it nicely.
The same thing you were thinking.
Yes.
Big stop.
All right.
For Big Blue, 59. Yeah. We don't have a 59 on my roster here.
Let's see if we got one on mine. Yeah. That's Eckley Bridges, the number 2 tackler on the team. He's a senior defensive Lyman, 6'3", 255, so he's a big kid.
Here he is. He's listed as 59/94.
Ooh.
2 numbers on my roster. That would be why.
That's why. Well, we got a pretty easy, I call it extra point. It's going to be a short field goal chip shot.
Noah Nicholas from 22 yards out on Prater's left hash.
Nice penetration.
Wide. Nope.
And he missed it.
Wow.
Touchback. Hamilton's going to gain about another 10 yards of field position on that, too. Wow.
Rough sledding there for Noah Nicholas.
Well, the angle is an odd angle.
Yeah.
High school and college football have wider hash marks by far than the NFL does. You wonder why they don't standardize that somewhere.
Well, going into this game, Joel, Noah Nicholas was only 2 for 4 on field goal tries, so they haven't kicked many field goals. Extra points, obviously, 20 out of 22. He's a reliable kicker, just hasn't had a chance to kick a lot of field goals. Usually Middletown is scoring touchdowns, not getting stopped.
If we were up in Canada, it'd be a 1-0 game right now. But unfortunately, the American rules apply.
Yes.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. And Hamilton gets the ball at the 20-yard line. McLean and Bailey ready to roll. Bailey trying to bounce up the middle. Not a lot of room as Dupuis wraps him up once more, as well as number 22, Chris Hyde, the linebacker, jumping in to assist on that tackle.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of Bailey tonight. We saw him earlier in the year against, Lakota East? Yeah.
East.
He had about 200 yards or so.
242.
242, Neil knows.
I was impressed.
He ran like Barry Sanders that night.
And Danny overlooked him.
Yeah.
I was marveling at the
Ryder Hooks.
Yeah, the other
Ryder
side.
Hooks, yeah.
He had 247 yards.
Both of those running backs were absolutely awesome that night.
It was an electric night.
It
High
was.
snap.
McLean's going to throw the beautiful deep ball. It's overthrown. The intended receiver was Elijah Jones. You mentioned him earlier, Dan,
Yes.
as one of McLean's favorite targets.
Coverage on that play. Wyman Carr from Middletown. He also has the long flowing locks. We're going to do a hair search today with our camera.
Beautiful hair from some of these middies escaping the helmets.
Well, between myself, Neil, and Joel, we have enough hair for maybe Joe Flacco with a crew cut. So.
It ain't much.
No.
It ain't much.
3rd and 7.
Man in motion. And McLean's keeping this all the way. It's a quarterback run.
And he's not going to get it.
Wrapped up and brought down by C.J. Bryant of the Middies. And Hamilton once again is going to 3-and-out this thing and be forced to punt.
Well, what can you say? It's been a offensive struggle for the Big Blue.
It has been.
But the middies are holding field position so far.
They certainly are.
Virgil Coleman, Jordan Van, both back deep to return this from Middletown off the punting leg of Connor Stevens. And Stevens boots it into the air.
That's a good kick.
Good kick and a fair catch. Caught by Jordan Van.
Jordan Van, I want to talk to you about Jordan Van. He has a punt return for a touchdown and 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown. So 3 returns on the season. You know, I'm surprised they're even trying to kick to him. Thank God it was high.
Very high kick, and that forced the fair catch on the play. Beautiful brand new field here at Middletown.
It is. Chris and I called a game here earlier in the year.
You had Fairfield against Middletown,
yeah,
didn't
Fairfield,
you?
and we were just debating what a midi is. We'll get back to that.
Motion shift there as we have taking the direct snap Van, who just returned the punt or tried to. He's wrapped up and brought down.
Great tackle there for Hamilton.
Tommy Southern, number 5.
Yeah, and Tommy was held on the play. If you looked at it closely as it happened, he had his uniform being pulled. He fought through the hold and made the tackle. Chris and I came to the decision that a midi was a play on the midshipman, the Navy.
I got to think it has something to do with the midshipman.
And on the field, there's a little midi guy with a surfboard. So there's a little Navy.
Kind of looks like Stretch Armstrong a little bit, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Quick pass complete to Will Gibson, and Will Gibson is brought down very quickly Only gets about a yard or two on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 from the 40-yard line.
3rd and 5.
On Stretch Armstrong's bicep.
Did you have a Stretch Armstrong, Joel, as a kid?
I had a Stretch Armstrong as a kid.
Did he burst and the fluid came out
The
of him?
fluid came out.
Yeah, it was like...
Know my children?
Yes.
Yes. I always ask my wife at the
3rd
time,
and 5.
how much money you want to waste this Christmas?
Nice play. 1st down, Middletown.
Pass is complete to Xavion Needham. And Needham is to the midfield stripe. 1st and 10, Middletown.
They needed him to come through, and Needham did. 1st down, Middletown.
Just shy of the 50. They're going to mark this at the 49-yard line.
Well, we can never get our Stretch Armstrong to break. Ours was the earlier model, the big long
The
one.
more durable ones in the 70s,
so
like Grandma's couch that was never built to
But we had a pet poodle, Tiffy, and he bit through it, and eventually the stuff oozed out.
So it was a black fluid, wasn't it?
Mine wasn't black.
Yours was not black?
Mine was almost clear. Yours might have had a mold infestation.
Oh, man. It was a little abscessed, maybe, Dan.
Oh, my. That's not
abscess
good.
would be white, wouldn't it?
It'd be pussy whitish.
Yes.
I'll have to
Dimitri and James, very little yardage
I
there.
have to give my kids credit because they were very persistent until they could stretch it about halfway across the room, and finally it broke open.
We got that thing to go a long way, didn't
Pretty
we?
far, I remember.
We
2nd
did.
and 10. Here we go.
Middletown trying to stretch this drive for another 50 yards if they can. Throw deep into double coverage. Ill-advised throw.
Oh, the only one that had a chance to really catch that ball was Hamilton. That would have been an... Sorry, it's getting dark up here on the roof.
Yeah, we have no overhead lights.
Julius Reed was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that was
on the play.
Chase Moak, M-O-A-K. Moak. Yeah. Chase Moak had a good chance of picking that off, but...
We have an injury, too.
Oh, no.
That's Colton Kane, offensive lineman number 56. 6 foot, 280-pound junior offensive lineman for the Middies.
Well, early on, statistically, these teams are very similar in the fact that both of them like to slightly pass more than run, and we're talking just a few percentage points. And that's really what's made Middletown such a good team this year, because unlike Ross, who we saw last week, who ran 93% of the time, the Middies are close to 50-50, and so was Hamilton. So both teams can equally throw and run the ball. So we're going to see a lot of, mix it up, unpredictable plays.
Nice to see that Kane is able to get off the field.
I'll be back.
You think Adam's happy about Kane
I think
and able?
Adam would be happy about
Yeah.
Kane being able to get off the field. Indeed.
That's good.
3rd down and 10.
It was the genesis of an injury, but
It
it's
was.
it's
Oh,
gone.
gosh.
Well done, Dan. Well
Thank
done.
you. Third and 10.
Once again, the quarterback, Justin Bourne.
Looks like he's going to go throw right. He's got three to the right on the. He's looking left though.
Bourne wants to throw it into cover 2.
He still caught it.
Got it through
my
the
goodness.
defensive back.
Mr. Moak was right there. He's wondering how it got by him. I'm wondering it too.
Zymir Reed, and that was perfect cover 2 coverage, and you throw it down the seam, down the sideline.
Yes.
And right in between the cornerback and the safety of the zone defense, and he threaded that needle. There was not a lot of room
there was a seam, and he threw it in the alley.
in the alley.
Now, who am I doing?
Was that a Vince Lombardi?
Yes, Vince Lombardi. Very
Handoff
good.
up the middle there to Dimitri and James.
Joel, you impressed me knowing my stupid trivia. It's going to be about 2nd and, 8, 7?
Well, you got to remember, I am only a year or two older than the friends I watch football with, but I'm about 15 years older than them in football years because they all picked up the love of football in their late adolescent years, and I learned that this was on television every Sunday from the time I was 5. Bourne fakes the handoff, keeps it, no receiver open, and he's going to be sacked and brought down by Big Blue. It looks like number 48 on the play.
And I also got 33 Mason Holbrook there on the tackle.
You got a 48 on your roster, Dan? Because I don't have a 48 on mine.
Yeah.
You got a different roster than I got.
I got to turn the light on.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
look out.
There's no
You
48.
have no 48.
Nope.
Well, clearly there is. 48, whoever you are. That was a nice tackle.
The unknown comic. All right, we got 3rd and 9 coming up. So let's see if we get a little action here with Middletown.
Middletown, I don't know if they're in field goal range or not. This may be 4-down territory if they get some of the yardage here.
Look for Ace Cooper.
Bourne looking long. Double coverage again.
Nice defense there. Boy, that was a 50-50 shot.
Give credit to Caleb Ahonen on coverage there for Big Blue.
Caleb, he was strutting after that. He was happy, and I don't blame him. That was a heck of a play.
Bourne is not afraid to throw that up.
No, he's not.
And they're going to bring the kicker out here. This is going to be a considerably longer field goal.
44 yards
Noah
if they put it.
Nichols.
They're setting it up even a yard farther back. No, they're not.
44 and a half?
45. Going to go with
It's like the T is basically like halfway in between. Do they know they're supposed to only use real yard markers?
We got a late tackle
Late
arriving.
sub coming in.
And now we're going to have a timeout because the play clock was at 1.
Good time. Oh, we have to delay a game. No timeout was called.
I just assumed
Oh, no.
You never assume, do you?
Oh, no.
Well, there went the field goal try.
Unless you want to try it from 49. And they want to. The T is still
resetting.
down there.
All right. I got
50. They're going to put it right there on the 40-yard line. This is going to be a 50-yard attempt for Noah Nicholas. Remember, it is a touchback if it reaches the end zone without going through. Nicholas going to kick it. He's got a leg.
He sure
There's
does.
that ball. And
Good! Oh, my goodness.
from 50 yards out. Noah.
We were just
Nicholas.
happy he got it to the end zone because you said you get it at the 20, but it just went over the crossbar with a couple yards to spare. It would have been
My
good from 51.
goodness.
What a
From
leg.
50 yards out, up on the housetop with old St. Nicholas, Noah Nicholas.
I know a Nicholas. Do you?
I know a Nicholas as well.
My second son.
Only 2 days before Christmas is when he was born.
Yes,
That's
my
right.
Nicholas. That's why he was named Nicholas.
I did not know that.
Yes.
The
he was
23rd of December.
He was originally going to be Joshua, and then my third son was Joshua. So we named him Nicholas because of the Christmas.
It's a good thing Joshua was not born on December 23rd because then you'd have two Nicholases.
It would just be.
It'd be very confusing, wouldn't it?
Would that be two Nikolai? Would that be Nikolai?
Nicholas the first and Nicholas the second.
Two would be Nikolai. I agree
It'd be
with
like
you.
Russian czars.
Like two Elvises, the Elvi.
The
Elvi,
Elvi.
All right, great start there.
Nicholas, let's see how much adrenaline he's got after a 50-yard field goal. Yeah, he's feeling nothing but adrenaline now.
He's doinking them in the end zones.
Great leg. Apparently, Kofi Abdurfer is not the only one for Lakota West in the GMC that can hit from 50 yards out.
Now, how far was his kick, though? I think he made a 56?
Kofi hit a 56.
Yeah, 56. That's just boggles my mind. But then again, you know, you saw a Bengal kick a 67, McPherson, but only since the Green Bay Packers coach called a timeout, it didn't count.
1st and 10 off the touchback for McLean and friends. Handoff to Andre Bailey.
Bailey's
up the
got
middle.
nice
Breaks a
room.
couple of tackles. Brought down by Virgil Coleman. It's going to be about a 7-yard gain on the play.
That was a very interesting run by Bailey. He had the majority of his linemen on his left, and he just ran on the short side behind one guy. Got a great gain, 8
Seeing
yards.
some amazing use of technology here. Dad, maybe after this play, there's a drone trailing the play here.
Oh, I see it
got
up there.
Green and red flickering lights, and you wonder if they almost have a camera attached to that thing. A new version of film study, perhaps.
I see him at every game almost, Joel.
Bailey up the middle. Coleman's going to bring him down.
Could it be Princeton scouting a week early?
See if we can catch this thing here.
Princeton Viking drone.
There he is.
There, Neil's got
There's
it.
our drone.
It
Look
could
at that.
Now, if that was posted on YouTube 15 years ago, they'd call it a UFO.
It floats.
Everything floats.
First
and
and
10 for Hamilton. Their first down offensively in this game.
Oh!
And a terrible snap. McLean needs to dive on this.
He does.
I think his teammate dove on it.
First
See
thing
here, that is Andre Bailey saving that turnover.
Yeah, first thing I think of is it's probably the incorrect thing is to grab that ball, roll out, and throw it out of bounds.
But with the momentum of the Middletown defensive line there, that was a surefire fall on top of inside the 10-yard line situation. It's going to destroy this drive, but at least it's going to allow them a chance to punt in a couple of plays.
I don't know. It just reinforces my appreciation of how hard it must be to be a snapper like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Second and
do it
29.
consistently. Yeah.
So if they got a 29-yard play dialed up, they need to do it. Well,
I hate to see a timeout wasted on a 2nd and 29 situation as well.
Well, Joel, if they dial up the ultimate 2nd and 29 play,
Then it's worth
it'll be
it.
amazing, won't it?
Is there much of a difference between 2nd and 29 and 2nd and 34?
No.
Not really. You're going to run a draw play and a screen and then punt it, most likely, right?
Or you can punt on 3rd down, one of my favorite trick
I know
plays.
you love to punt on 3rd. You don't see it very often.
No. It's cool.
It definitely freaks some people out, though. They definitely don't expect it.
And they usually get 70 or 60-yard punts, right, Neil?
Yep.
It's like
There
the
you go.
Spanish Inquisition, Danny.
Yes.
Nobody ever expects the Spanish Inquisition.
This is
Welcome
the
one
light.
and all.
Yeah, this is the light we get.
Oh, yeah. We don't
It's
have a
not
lot
the
of light up
best.
here.
Hold on.
There you go. Danny's got something.
Let there be light, we have light.
That's it. High above Barnett Stadium.
We're up on the roof.
We are up on the roof,
James
as
Taylor
James
No
Taylor
doubt
said.
up there.
No drifters up here, right, Dan?
No drifters. I called Capitol Records, and they said we could do James Taylor, so we're
Okay. Okay.
I also have Swampland available in Pennsylvania. All right, 2nd 29. Let's see what play they
Drew up for 2nd and 29 of the
I'm
timeout.
going to say a screen pass. Oh, we have a flinch, and they didn't. They got away with it.
McLean is going to throw it. Man coverage to the outside.
A little high.
Overthrow it intended for his receiver, Jordan Bryant. Going to fall harmlessly to the turf there.
It was interesting shot composition. The ball was completely off frame, and I'm zooming in on the receiver to see if he catches it. The ball comes back in on the screen, and he, it was overthrown.
Over his
We'll
head.
blame it on the altitude up here.
Oh
on the
my
roof.
gosh! But the weather's quite nice.
Oh, it's a lovely
It's
evening
perfect.
for Week
It's
9.
calm.
I've sat in some Week 9 games that were nowhere near this lovely weather-wise.
Not at all.
McLean's going to have to scramble. Catches a block from Bailey. A great block from Bailey. Throws it long. Jump
He's
ball.
got it!
Caught.
Woo! That is a first down.
Jordan Bryant comes down with it. I think Middletown probably wishes there were an offensive pass interference call on that. You have to go back and play the replay and see. I think there was maybe a bit of a Jamar Chase style of shove on that play, but
Wow.
a wonderful sky for the ball nevertheless for Jordan Bryant. That changes field position.
Where the quarterback was signaling Bryant to come back, and Bryant kind of pushed his defender out of the way and skied and got it.
Yep.
When you go back and watch the replay of that play, also go back and look at Andre Bailey, the running back, with a block that sprung McLean and gave him the time on the left rollout to be able to make that completion. Wonderful block for Bailey. And now Bailey's going to add on that, the last carry of the quarter. About a 7-yard gain. We have reached the end of quarter number 1 at Barnett Stadium. The Middletown Middies with a 3-0 lead.
No, not him. I'm talking about my bank.
Want more from your checking account than a one-time bonus? Good news! You've got better options. Open a Simply Free checking account at General Electric Credit Union and earn up to $350 every year with Roundup. You'll earn rewards on everyday debit card purchases and automatically add to your savings. Now that's better than a one-time bonus. Don't be thrown off by our name. Anyone in the tri-state can bank here. General Electric Credit Union. Bank with us.
Our customers mean everything to us. We're in a commodity business, so we have to maintain these special relationships with our customers. We have to honor our word, we have to be true to our word, and we have to perform at a very high level.
Well, it's a good thing Hamilton called their timeout.
How tricky were they?
It wasn't 2nd and 29. It was 3rd and 29.
Yeah, but
2 plays later.
They had a delay play first just to fool them.
Yeah, throw it out of bounds, and then we'll set them up for the big one.
That was kind of Aaron Rodgers-esque.
It really was. With the left-hand rollout for the left-handed passer, Dan, we've been seeing people in high school rolling out opposite side of their body all year. This one, they went to the strong side where he likes to throw.
Yes.
And that was about 40 yards down the field on a rope.
I guess Michael Penix style.
Absolutely. Bailey up the middle.
Look at Bailey running hard.
That's going to be enough for a first down.
He lost his helmet.
And he's going to have to come off the field for one play.
He's pretty happy.
I think Bailey was when he was trying to emphasize that he was tackled by his head, which is kind of legal. So all it did was it took his chin strap off and loosened his helmet. And
the guardian cap fella,
yes,
is now Deacon Wilson in the backfield.
All right.
He's the long snapper, but he's also the backup tailback, it appears. And that's a fake. We're looking at man coverage. Left-hand side of the end zone.
Oh!
Intended for Elijah Jones and incomplete. I like that chance, though, Dan.
I love that chance because Jones has been their go-to guy this year. And anytime you can get him out on an island 50-50, good things can happen.
Man coverage.
Cornwall 27.
And we've always liked McLean's arm. Jaden McLean has a lively arm.
He does.
Andre Bailey back in after the one play he had to sit out. 2nd and 10. We'll see if Hamilton goes back to the ground game here. Man in motion. Look for run left. Bailey breaks
Spin
one
move.
tackle.
Oh, he almost broke it again.
Wrapped up by Chris Hyde. Dan, it's interesting you mentioned the Baltimore Ravens. These all-black uniforms. I'm just seeing Ed Reed out here on defense.
Very good.
3rd down and 3 for the Big Blue, and I guess you'd like to think two more possible running plays and see if you can spring Andre Bailey. Oh, there's a man that jumped. Did they get Middletown on this one?
Yes.
They did.
Wow.
First down Hamilton as Big Blue goes into the red zone. And the student section getting a little lively across the field at Barnett Stadium. It's not an enormous Hamilton contingent, although I will say this too. This stadium does hold 10,000 people.
It's enormous.
It's a very large stadium, so the fans on the other side do look a little scattered, but maybe it's not as bad as you would think in terms of attendance. But Hamilton student section starting to get into it over there.
Well, Hamilton, I'll tell you, they're playing much better than a team that's 2-6.
Hamilton has been in every game this season but one.
Yeah, and we have said this before numerous times. They play well early, and then something happens to this team in the second half. I don't know what it is.
It's interesting because last week was really the first time we saw where they took the punch in the mouth in the third quarter and then delivered the counterpunch back and didn't just fold. And I think R.V. Crouch has got to be very happy with that against Fairfield last week, being up 7-0. Then it was 7-7 in the third, and then they came out and grinded out the win. That will serve them well. Jump ball to Elijah Jones.
Ooh.
There was some contact there. They're going to call pass interference on Middletown. That is going to be, you ready for this one, Dad?
Pass interference.
It's going to be half the distance to the goal. An 8-yard penalty that will take it from 2nd and 9 to 2nd and 1.
Yep.
Not an automatic first down.
And not on the 1-yard line either.
No.
It is not an automatic first down, so therefore an 8-yard penalty.
Now on the scoreboard, they got 1st and 10. They don't know the high school rules.
It is second and about 1.5.
Yeah.
Very good call on that, Joel.
It's always interesting when you get into these inside the 20 situations for your pass interferences because it looks very strange in high school compared to others. Handoff to Bailey. Bailey only gets a smidge, and I don't think he got enough for the first down, but it was 2nd and about 1, so they got 2 more shots at this. This is not danger time for Hamilton by any stretch.
No, it's not.
I'm confused, Joel. Is it 2nd down?
It's now going to be 3rd.
3rd. They still got 2nd down on the sideline.
They do. The down judge better get a hold of that. It needs to be 3rd down over there. You're right, Dad. It still says 2nd down on that down marker over there on Hamilton's side.
It says 2nd 7 on the scoreboard. It's just confusion.
Yeah.
It's 3rd down.
All right, they're trying to signal.
The referee is signaling make it 3rd. So he knows.
It still says 2nd. Bailey is stopped short. I hope Hamilton knows that was their 3rd down.
It's 4th down.
It's going to be 4th down now. They just changed the down marker to a 3, but they need to change it to a 4.
4th down.
The referees are signaling 4th down. They finally got on the stick.
And even the
PA announcer says
doesn't
3rd
know.
down and goal, and that's not right. It is not 3rd and goal.
It's not.
It is
3rd
4th and 2.
It says 3rd and 7 on the scoreboard.
The situation is very confused.
And official timeout.
Well, why don't the officials get on the microphone? You have a microphone. Use it.
Wow.
Hamilton just ran a play on 3rd and 1, maybe thinking it was 2nd and goal because the scoreboard has 2nd and goal, and the down marker had 2nd on the down marker by the sideline.
Well, we got 4th and 7 on the scoreboard finally.
But it's not in goal.
7.
But it's not 7.
It's not 7. It's 2.
It's 2.
Because they didn't pick up a first down.
Field goal time.
4th and 2.
On the
They're going
pass
to kick the
interference
field goal
penalty.
to try and tie this game up.
So Stevens for the tie from 25 yards out. And they got a blitz, and that is going to be enough for a first down.
And he made the kick anyway, just because he wanted to.
Good practice.
It's going to be half the distance from the 9. That'll put it at the 4.5-yard line, and it will be a 1st and goal now.
Well, that's one way to get rid of confusion.
Now it's 1st and goal. The pass interference was not an automatic first down. The offsides gives you the yardage for the first down.
Boy, I'm very disappointed in the lack of discipline with Middletown.
Yes.
They've had 2 offside, been drawn offsides, and that was critical. That might cost them 4 points if Hamilton can get the touchdown here.
I'm very disappointed in the officiating mechanics and how confused the situation is unnecessarily. Roll out. Oh, he was looking across the field. Oh, he's dropped.
It is dropped.
Oh, my goodness.
Turner,
number 12. That was a rollout. That was not Turner. I think it was 15. That was actually Ahonen.
Bahoman.
Yeah, they were looking for Jordan Bryant on the left-hand side, and the entire Middletown defense rushed over there to defend it, and it left Ahonen wide open in the end zone, and McLean planted his feet, didn't even really throw it across his body. It was an accurate throw and just a drop. Ugh. 2nd and goal.
I'm going to say Bailey
Thick
here.
box for Bailey to have to punch through.
Absolutely
nothing. There. C.J. Bryant. Yeah, Dad. 3rd down indeed.
3rd down.
C.J. Bryant with the tackle for Middletown. 3rd and goal.
C.J. is the number 1 tackler on the Middies, so we expect him to do what he needs to do here. Now we got a timeout. This is just it's confusing.
Let's see what we have here, says the white hat.
Neil's zooming in, trying.
He's not turned on the mic yet. He's still talking to the coach. And we have a timeout, Middletown.
All right.
All right. Let's look here at Middletown's playoff implications here.
Playoffs?
Okay.
I always have to. I love
That's it.
I love the coach.
Middletown is number 1 right now in the region, and if they win tonight against Hamilton and next week against Princeton, the number 1 seed is theirs. Troy on the 2 line is the only one really within striking distance. As you see on the far right-hand Week 9 column, they play Tippecanoe tonight. The Red Devils, and that is a road game for Troy up in Tip City.
And they can get 47 points.
Second-level points galore in that particular matchup.
So if Troy can beat Tippecanoe, they can, by all means, jump over Middletown.
They will jump over Middletown tonight, but if you look at next week, Week 10,
right?
Troy has Greenville worth 17. Middletown has Princeton worth 45.5. The opposite will be true next week, where Middletown is able to re-jump them right back in the opposite direction. That's why Middletown controls their own destiny. If both win, Middletown will drop to 2 this week and back up to 1 again next week.
3rd and 5, rolling out again.
McLean back across the middle to the ground. And this is going to have to be another Connor Stevens field goal attempt. The first one was an offsides flinch, but even an offsides here is only going to give him 2.5 yards. And again, a really tricky angle on some of these kicks we've seen tonight, Dan.
I'll tell you, despite. Oh, Hamlin says no kick here,
They're
Joel.
not kicking it.
No. Harvey's going for blood here, isn't he?
I will say this. I'm a little surprised.
I don't agree with the call either, especially since you just saw the kicker make
Arby
this.
knows more football than I do. And now maybe Arby is questioning his own decision.
He heard us up here. He said, wait a minute, those knucklehead announcers up there, they're doubting me. Maybe I don't think it's over.
Connor Stevens, I don't know. Again, the hash marks are so wide in high school football. And we saw Noah Nicholas for Middletown be able to drain a 50-yarder from not much of an angle, but miss a 22-yarder because of the harsh
tray. Is that what you're saying? That's a basketball term.
Man.
That should have been that should be a 4-point kick in high school.
Well, Dan, you're talking about basketball terms. If you are a basketball coach,
yes,
you need my book. That's right. Ponytails in the Basket, available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. We sold 10 copies last month. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
I saw it on a bookshelf down in Florida alongside Moby Dick and Of Mice and Men. I'm like,
I saw that
one
on
of these things
Facebook.
is not like the other. But if you are coaching a grade school basketball team for Hamilton United or the Middletown Rising Stars or anybody else, and you want all your fundamentals and a nice curriculum for your grade school kids, that's where you need to go.
Okay,
Everything you ever wanted. Go ahead, Dan.
I'm saying Hamilton did not change their mind.
They
are
not.
going for it.
They got man coverage at the top with Elijah Jones. Look for a possible slant pattern against press coverage on the top side of your screen here.
That's what they're doing,
They're going
Joel.
fade route rather than the slant.
Knockdown!
Ball, incomplete pass. The defensive back, Wyman Carr. And Carr ends the drive.
Wow.
He's got a main.
Well, let me just say this. I got the crowd's just crazy right now. Harvey Crouch is hoping after that the Hamilton High defense can contain them and get the ball back. So it's all about field position.
But they've given Middletown horrible field position. And
Yes,
yes,
they have.
a missed field goal would actually give Middletown 15 more yards of field position on a touchback.
That's right.
So definitely that might factor into Arby's decision there. I don't think it's a foolish decision, especially at 2-6.
No.
Oof.
They might not be down
They'd
there
love,
again.
they'd love to be 3-3, though, right now, I know.
Almost got a flinch on Hamilton.
Bourne, handoff, up the middle. The runner back is Spicer. And Karan Spicer is going to carve out a little bit of yardage.
Yeah.
Close to 5 yards.
5 yards for Spicer there. Tricky little run. Didn't look like he got maybe 2, but there you go. It's 5.
And our favorite number 48 made the tackle.
The mystery man that nobody knows who he is.
Talk about basketball, that would be a technical foul.
Yeah, you cannot have an 8.
Got to have, no.
0 through 5, right?
No, illegal roster.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, not having
Got to have him on the roster.
That's true. Not much yardage there, and it's going to set up a 3rd and 5 for the Middies at their own 10-yard line.
This is a crucial play for both teams, but especially Hamilton, just pretty much giving up a field goal to try and get the touchdown.
And you still get the field position as a consolation prize, but only
if they stop him here.
Yeah. Yep. Bourne has Spicer next to him in the backfield, trips receivers to the top side of your screen. Bourne is going to look for a crossing route and is
Knocked
deflected
down.
and batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Number 33 there for Hamilton.
That's Mason Holbrook.
All right, so this is exactly what Hamilton wanted to happen, and it happened. Now, it's very interesting to me. I really want this Hamilton punt returner, number 13. I'm sorry, guys.
That's Elijah Jones.
Yeah, Elijah Jones needs to catch this ball on the fly. I would be up maybe another 5-7 yards.
The place kicker and the punter are the same person, Nicholas, to punt for the Middies.
Jones is on. Let's see what he does.
Good punt.
He's catching it on the fly.
Jones has a chance to return this ball. Breaks one tackle, gets a block. Tries to bounce it outside, gives a stiff arm. Great. Out of bounds past the 35-yard line. Beautiful field position for Coach Crouch's Big Blue.
Hats off to Elijah Jones there. He caught the ball. He didn't let it bounce, and he ran it back. That was 18 yards of field position if he doesn't catch the ball.
First and 10, Hamilton at the Middletown 33-yard line. And after Hamilton took a couple punches early, they have dug in and are playing very even football at the middies right now.
They certainly are. You'd think both of these teams were 6-2 right now. Well, 1-7-1.
First and 10, Big Blue pistol formation. Handoff. That is to Andre Bailey.
Bailey was tackled by C.J. Bryant, the senior linebacker for the middies.
And God bless Cheez-It out there. Dan Conway listening in.
Yes.
48 is Aiden Luff, according to Max Preps.
Thank you, Cheez-It.
How about Dan Conway giving us a shout out there?
Does he like Cheez-Its? What's
he sounded like
his vocal quality sounds like the Cheez-It Not Ready commercial.
That voice.
He calls a beautiful football game. I love hearing Dan call a game. I really do.
Ooh. Little high there.
Intended for Elijah Jones, and it's going to set up a 3rd down and long for Big Blue.
No, he was talking, and his voice got a little lower and got a little crackly. And I said to him, you know what? You sound like that Cheez-It roll of
the
cheese.
one that's not ready.
The one that's not quite ready.
Not quite ready. That's right.
He came on his first broadcast, and I was impressed.
It was baited into sales, I believe, up in Columbus a couple years back.
Yeah, he's a natural.
Dan Conway came up with us and called that game, and yeah, beautiful. He's one of my dear friends' brother-in-laws.
Yes.
Well, I called a game with him too last year.
Yeah, that's right. You had a damn good time, didn't you? Baden and Fenwick.
Yes, it was a great game. All right, so let's look ahead here.
Last time after Big Blue. Go ahead.
Yeah, if the Big Blue has an incomplete pass here, they're looking at a 48-yard field goal. Now,
I don't know if they trust Connor Stevens for that or not, Dan.
Well, I know, but on field goals this year, he is 3 for 3, okay? So his longest 43.
He's hit a 43-yarder, okay.
So if you
don't get the first down here but carve a little bit more yardage, he'd be right around the same range, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I know. And we saw a 50-yard field goal in the same direction earlier. So it's doable.
Not a ton of wind tonight.
No,
Dad, can you get the flag over there on the west end of the stadium?
You
can see that flag is awfully limp tonight.
It's rather comatose, yes.
It really is. Not a lot of wind here at Barnett's. We've been here for some games that were a little windier than this.
Well, the game I called with Chris, it was windy up here.
We
thought it would be real windy, but it's been nice.
It's been very pleasant tonight.
All right, big 3rd and 8 here. Let's see what happens.
Bailey back in the pistol behind McLean. Low snap. McLean handles it. He's got a scramble. He's running out of time. Needs to throw it away. Finds an open cheerleader.
Did you catch it?
Oh, no, they actually ran away from it as if it was a grenade thrown during World War I.
Well,
fire in the hole.
It did not go off. 4th down. Let's see. Looks like they're going to try the field goal.
4 down territory.
88 is their kicker. Keep an eye and see if you see 88 come out here. I don't think this is a field goal attempt.
Right. They're going
down
for
territory.
They're going to go ahead and let McLean rip.
Why not?
Elijah Jones, 13 at the top of the screen. Number 4, Jordan Bryant at the bottom as Jones goes in motion. Second motion with Bailey. A pass attempt. Oh, this is read perfectly. Middletown 55. Braylon Bryant read that. I think that was going to be a trick gadget play.
I think it was going to be a halfback pass. I agree with you.
And Middletown snuffed that out immediately for a loss of 11 on the play.
What's unfortunate, that shifted field position.
Oh, yes, it did.
See, my favorite gadget play off of that is not to give it to the halfback. It's to hand it directly to the halfback running into the line, and then he throw it back to the quarterback.
The flea flicker.
Yeah, the flea flicker.
Classic flea flicker.
Yeah, the classic one.
Well, they did a double shift there and sent Jones in motion and then Bailey in motion and then handed off. It was really a wide receiver pass, but he was lined up as a running back.
That was Spicer with a short run with Braden Bailey, the senior defensive lineman, with the tackle. So that sets up, boy, they're having trouble with the scoreboard. It says 1st and 7. It's 2nd and 7. I'm just going to use my own brain.
Score Stream is reporting right now that Hamilton and Middletown are tied at 7. That is not true. I'm here to tell you, folks, that is not true. 3rd down and an incomplete pass. Makes you wonder how much you can trust the Score Stream for some of the other scores is what it does. I'm like, the one I'm watching, it's not right. Halftime show will be coming up in about 5 minutes or so.
I'll tell you, just looking at the kids and overall size, Hamilton has much larger, taller players.
They got some beef, don't they?
They look very beefy, and I think it's really hurting the Middies' ability to run the ball, forcing them to pass.
Bourne has been throwing the ball quite a bit tonight. And he's going to drop back and throw a little swing pass to the running back.
Nice effort, but he's going to be short by
Looks
about.
like that was James on the catch.
4 yards, so you got to punt it if you're Middletown. You want to swing that field. They're not. It doesn't look like they're going to punt.
Huh.
I'll tell you. Oh, here comes the punt.
Yeah, you got to flip field position
you gotta
here.
Punt.
You have to, don't
it.
you?
Yeah.
I know nobody ever likes to call that play in Madden, but you have to.
Well, just look at what the defenses have done in the first half. It's 3-0. We're down to 4 minutes and 22 seconds in the second quarter. The odds of Hamilton going 80 yards on this drive are not too good right now.
Yeah. Interesting. Hamilton had nobody back to receive the punt.
Wow.
And then Middletown calls a timeout. Hamilton's out of timeouts.
Yes, they are.
All right. Middletown has one left.
I was like, oh, my gosh, they're going to punt it to an open field.
A lot of defense in this game. Go ahead, Dan.
I was going to say, halftime's coming up. What do we have planned for halftime, Joel?
We're going to talk about some scores. We're going to talk about some playoff scenarios. We're in week 9.
All right.
It's getting late early for some teams. We've had some mathematical eliminations that happened this past week.
I'll tell you, it's been a fast football season. It just seems like it's zoomed by. What do you think?
Always does.
Every year.
Always does. Well, the NFL season is 18 weeks in length.
What was the year that we were calling games and it had rain delays and thunder delays every stinking week?
We had quite a few, didn't we?
Yeah, it was about 3 or 4 years ago. It was unbelievable. We haven't had any rain the whole year. It's been great. It's been beautiful fall weather.
It really, you're right about that, Dan. We've had nothing.
We're going for
weather.
it, guys.
4th and
Middletown's
3.
going for this?
Yes, they
field.
are.
I'm surprised.
They got 3 tantalizing yards to gain.
They might be seeing if they can get them to jump, and they just did.
Unbelievable.
They just did. Aiden Luff, we know your name now. Unfortunately, Dan Conway has ratted you out in a 5-yard penalty. Harvey is not happy.
He's going to get a chewing. Man. Oh, you don't want to do that.
Now, what if he would have got back? They don't
do that in high school.
All right.
Once you jump into the neutral zone, that's it.
You're toast.
Whistle blows, and they don't give you a free play either in high school. It's just dead immediately.
I guess it's a safety thing.
Like a false start, but in the other way around. We've seen several jumps of offsides on both teams tonight. New set of downs for the Middies across midfield. Bourne's getting blitzed. Throws it underneath. Completed pass. Will Gibson.
Nice
and a
play.
Hamilton player writhing in pain with his back behind the play. That is Lyndon Hamid. And he's holding his back behind the play. He might have gotten popped by maybe a helmet back there.
And they got a roughing the passer, Joel.
They got a roughing the passer?
Yeah, number 9 on the defense. It's going to march him down even farther.
So Hamid, the injured player, is actually the one that is also flagged for the roughing the passer.
Adding insult to injury.
Oof, man, in every literal sense of the word. Well, let's take a look here at Division I Region 4 here.
All right.
And as Steve Vaughn told me earlier today, Hamilton has entered the chat. Big Blue was left for dead until they beat Fairfield last week, and all of a sudden they find themselves on the number 11 line in the playoffs right now.
That's amazing.
Well, remember, this smaller region, only 18 teams total in this region. Even Sycamore is not mathematically eliminated
And look
yet.
at under line 9, the game we're calling. Look at the points. 45.5.
If Hamilton can pull this off, and they're only down by 3 right now, Hamilton will play Coleraine next week at the Schwarm.
That's a win.
That's very strong possibility of a win there. Hamilton could climb potentially as high as 7th.
Wow.
And Mason has Coleraine and Sycamore these last 2 games. That is not going to give them anything. Fairfield's Princeton and Oak Hills. Those will not be easy games.
So let's see. So the 5 would play the 12.
Yes.
The 6 would play the 11.
The 11. So Hamilton right now would be looking at a matchup with Lakota East, which is a team they know they can play with.
Yes.
Because they lost by 4. We had that game earlier this year up at Thunderhawkville.
Boy, that was a huge roughing the passer penalty.
I keep thinking of 4th and 3 guys.
Yeah, the clock.
Here's
Didn't need to flinch.
Threatening.
Didn't need to flinch.
Boy, nice clock management here by the Middies.
Draining the clock down. Bourne. Quick throw. Complete.
Ooh. Nice hit.
Good hit. Gibson makes the catch. Clock will continue to run as the Middies are now in the red zone.
Tommy Southard.
Yes, sir.
He uprooted him.
6'2", 170, strong linebacker. Yeah, he planted him.
Well, I would say the opposite. He pulled him out like a weed. He just uprooted him.
2nd and 2.
Dan, once again, your clock management comment.
Yes.
Middletown is taking their sweet time right now.
Yes, they are.
We're down to 10 on the play clock. 8.
It's beautiful.
I get it on the screen. There's 4. There you go.
Straight quarterback run. Poof.
That's Jordan Van taking the direct snap.
And the 48, who we know his number, his helmet flew off, so he's going to have to come out of play.
Everybody's got long hair tonight.
He's got to tighten up that chin strap.
Got to cut that hair. Sorry.
And the clock's running already. We're down to 2:42.
1st and 10 now at the 12-yard line.
Interesting, the play clock is not running, and now it's running. There was 5 seconds of clock ran before the play clock ran. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's going to be a 45-second clock on this play instead of a 40. The Middies, they snapped the ball with 22 seconds on the play clock.
Bourne has got a chance to run. There's a flag. This is going to be a holding penalty most likely on Middletown.
And since the officials stopped the clock, it's definitely on the offense.
There is a flag on the play.
All right, and you say, Joel, in high school, it's where the infraction happened, they walk it back, right?
I think it would probably be from the line of scrimmage, I would think.
Okay. I thought you said it was where.
Oftentimes it is like on a running play, but I think that was supposed to be a passing play.
Right. Even though the quarterback ran.
It ended up becoming a running play, didn't it?
Yeah, well, they moved him back, so 1st and 20. So it's just a classic 10-yard hold. We're down to 2 minutes and 1 second to go, and play clock at 17. So they're going to try and score in no time, obviously, and Hamilton can't stop the clock.
They have no timeouts. Yeah,
they have no timeouts.
They've burned them all. Bourne gets rid of the ball just in the nick of time. Turf Monster reaches out and grabs Demetrian James, but he got a very sizable chunk of yards.
He did.
Not what you would expect.
Post-play flag.
What did you see, Dad? I'm looking down here.
Thrown by the referee.
It seemed like there was about.
Oh, boy.
Hamilton's shooting themselves in the foot on this drive. They really
Not
are.
good.
Well, if you're going to get a 15-yarder, you might as well do it inside the red zone.
Half the distance to the
It
goal.
wasn't a lot of yardage,
It's
but still,
not.
It adds up. It entices a running play.
Right. I always thought those 1st and goals from the 2, you should have lots of personal fouls if you're really mad on defense. I know that. We got another flag. Goodness sakes.
Oh,
Head
boy.
coach, Arby.
Arby got himself a penalty also.
Another half the distance.
Well, he's getting his money's worth. That's still not an automatic first down, is it?
That was a cheap
2-yard penalty on Arby.
Inexpensive personal foul.
Very inexpensive. You want to make your opinion known, that's the time to do it, I suppose.
Two to get thrown out, though. That's the question.
He's going to run.
Van around the corner. And he is
short.
Hang on here.
That could be a first down.
I think I saw a beanbag get thrown there, Danny. This might be a fumble.
Through the end zone.
This would be a touchback.
There
it is.
Very good.
Bam!
I am proud of you,
Look
Joel.
for the beanbag. That's a change of possession.
Wow.
A fumble through the end zone, and Hamilton's going to get the ball on the 20-yard line.
Good day, sir. You get nothing. Oh, what a heartbreak.
Oh, my goodness. What a game changer. Things
That's
were going
huge.
so wrong for the Big Blue, and boom, they knock the ball out. It rolls through the corner of the end zone. Hamlin's at the 20.
Yeah, boy, that's true.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchback. So.
And the fans over there chanting, "Let's go Big Blue," or at least the cheerleaders are. Oh, good call, Joel.
Got to watch the referees, folks.
I certainly didn't see the play.
The beanbag was thrown. I saw a
Yes.
beanbag in the air. Like, that didn't look like a penalty flag. That looked too orange to be a penalty flag. Handoff up the middle.
Bailey with just a short gain, maybe a yard.
Hamilton now is going to be happy to get into halftime with only 3-0 score.
Oh, makes you wonder why they didn't kick the field goal earlier. But
I would have been
okay.
nice for them to have, for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
I was about to say the scoreboard was not a reflection of what's going on, but it is now.
It's very much a reflection of what's going on, isn't it, Dad?
Hamilton's
Yeah.
taking
they're
their
gonna
time.
score.
Oh, they're passing. Going deep.
Throwing long into double coverage. Not much going on there.
Well, you certainly want to run here and force the middies to use their last timeout, if the middies even want to use a timeout. I'm just thinking about, if they throw an incomplete pass here, they're going to have to punt from their 20. The middies could get the ball at around the 40, and they do have a kicker that can kick 50-yard field goals. I'm thinking about all these future plays.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see what happens to the Big Blue here. I run it.
Well, Big Blue's kicker.
They're throwing. It's going to be incomplete. So there you go.
Okay.
It leaves 44 seconds on the clock. A punt, and they save their timeouts.
Wow.
Don't know about that.
Yep.
Well, Middletown only had one timeout left.
And
At that point in time, they would have burned it anyway.
Middletown had a 50-yard field goal earlier in the first.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right, Dad.
So they're set.
I know
In
they
a way,
are.
they're set.
And look where they're at. They're Hamlin's confused. They don't even know they're punting. Okay, now they got the punt team.
Now they got the punter.
Play clock down to 3 seconds. Let's see if they can get off in time.
Middletown's in
High
front
snap.
of the 50.
Whoa.
Stevens has not rushed at all on
Beautiful
that.
kick.
Angled. Van is not going to pick it
Wow,
up.
what a great
roll.
That worked out well.
That was
For
huge.
Hamilton.
That was huge.
Good gracious. 30, 40,
50-yard
about
kick.
47-yard punt.
Well, that's what they needed.
Now 31 seconds left in the half.
The punter almost stumbled when he caught the snap.
But there was no rush.
There was no rush.
Nobody tried to block it. And there it was.
Boy, what a huge play that fumble through the end zone was. Oh, they would be up 10-0 right now.
Game-changing play.
So all those personal fouls.
A game of mistakes.
Yeah. It's been a little sloppy, I guess
Too many.
you could say.
Clean it up, folks.
1st and 10, just a straight run
Hand
up
off,
the
and
middle.
that's
Hamilton
Middletown's.
knows it's- yeah.
We're just going into halftime.
Yeah. They might as well take knees and avoid the risk of the fumble at this point.
Yeah. Unless they think maybe you might break it, but that's about all I can say about that. There's no reason.
And the middies aren't in any hurry. I'd really be surprised to see a snap here. We're down to 10 seconds to go in the half.
They're going to, yeah.
They're walking off.
Risk of a fumble or an injury, Dan.
Exactly.
All right.
So we're going to go to halftime here in a strange, confusing game. But if you're a Hamilton High fan, you're right there. It's only 3-0. Middletown with the lead going into half.
Hamilton has done this all year, Dan.
Yeah, this is nothing that we haven't seen before. Let's just see how they respond in the second half. So halftime is coming.
Dad, what are your observations before we get over here to the halftime show?
Just an interesting game of mistakes.
Yes.
It's anybody's game. It's anybody's game. They both proven, I'd say Hamilton had the upper hand on proving they can move that ball. And Middletown, they benefited from some bad mistakes.
Sure.
They can move it, but I think I believe Hamilton did a little more movement than Middletown.
Yeah, I think Bailey particularly had a good first half.
It's been very tough sledding, and I'm curious to see if either one of these live-arm quarterbacks that is taking risky chances into double coverage might end up connecting with one that breaks.
Yes.
This has got all the feeling of a game that just stays low scoring, and then some big play on a missed tackle just breaks it loose and decides the outcome.
I think Hamilton made the only one long connection when they were on offense, and it was an amazing
40-yard pass play in the air that got it out to
Right.
midfield. Yes, I know the play you're talking about there.
That's the one.
Absolutely. All right. So, halftime. Let's go ahead and look at some scores.
You're watching the Sack Report with
wow.
Joel Sackenheim, the playoff guru. Is going to give you all the things you need to know. I think they say that on WMOH, and they have some.
They probably do, don't they?
They had strange music while you were on.
They
there.
always have strange music for me, don't they?
They had the Doors on last week. You were doing Riders on the Storm.
It was good stuff. It was good
very
stuff.
When Joel was a truck driver, they
Yeah.
put on the big wheels rolling, moving on, or something like that. I remember that, Joel. It's been about 5 years ago.
Oh, Jared Singleton's always taking care of our music out there for sure. So here we go. Other GMC scores around the conference. The Princeton Vikings with a 14-0 lead over the Fairfield Indians at Fairfield Alumni Stadium. I think we all picked Princeton tonight, didn't we, Dan?
Yeah, we did. We know Princeton is, I think, the class of the GMC this year.
Well, Middletown would like to beat Hamilton tonight and then go over to Lockland next week and play Princeton. Princeton playing all their Hogan games at Lockland this year because they are refurbishing their stadium.
Okay. It's working for them.
It is. Lakota West, Oak Hills. I thought about this one for a second, Dan. I did think about it. I went Lakota West.
So did I.
But Oak Hills only lost by 3 to Princeton late last week. They're 4-4, but they've been pesky against everybody.
One thing I've learned about picking games every week is you see the two Lakotas, you usually pick them.
Yeah, it's true. Speaking of you see the two Lakotas and you usually pick them. Here we go. Lakota East over Sycamore, and this was an easy game to choose, and that's where we're at there. Pretty simple.
Yeah, the Aviators have not been flying this year.
They've been grounded very much, yes. Mason and Coleraine. Mason finishes with Coleraine and Sycamore. So on the good side, 5-5 looks very, very probable for the Mason Comets.
Yes.
On the bad side, you're hanging around the 8-9 line right now, and there's nowhere to go but down because even if you're winning games, other teams behind you are going to have every chance to jump you because you're not getting points.
Yeah.
And you're also going to have your two easiest opponents right before the playoffs. So
it's not a good thing to play bad teams.
Oof.
It's a good thing to play good teams and win.
You'll get confidence if nothing else, so there's that. But,
yeah,
you'd like to be challenged a little bit more. Springboro Centerville, I have not seen a score on this one yet. Or
that's a big game for me and Joel.
You and I are going head-to-head on that one, aren't we, Dan?
You picked Centerville and I picked Springboro.
That's correct. And Springboro is the favored team slightly there. It looks like at the half, Centerville is up 17-13 at Centerville Elk Stadium. That's a great venue for a football game. Centerville's had some hard luck losses this year. I need to get you on both of the games to have any shot in Week 10 to be able to overtake you. Danny and I went head-to-head last week in 4 games, and he got all 4 of them, including a double overtime Turpin-Lebanon game and a triple overtime Little Miami Loveland game.
And early on, it looked like you were going to gain points on me. It was it was crazy.
Did not happen. Did not happen. Lebanon, no problem with Walnut Hills tonight. They're up 35-0 at halftime. There'll be a running clock there in that beautiful environment by Victory Parkway.
I love Walnut Hills Stadium.
Great
it looks
place
like
to
a
watch
college.
a game.
It looks like an Ivy League college campus.
It really does. And the Walnut Hills team plays about like an Ivy League team does.
Well,
more into the books than the playbooks.
I gotcha.
How about Coach Mahan? Little Miami up 21-0 on Milford. They are coming along.
Yes.
They're 1-7. I know they've had some tough losses. They've been close this year. Coach Mahan is going to build this back up. They're going to be fine.
We both picked Little Miami in that game.
We did. Kings leading Turpin. This is only a 7-point margin on the road. Turpin has been pesky all year long.
I think I picked the Kings Knights every chance I've had to this year.
I think I had Anderson over Kings, but I think I've been 100% on all my Kings picks because they're the second best team. I take that back. They beat Winton Woods back in week 2, and I had Winton Woods in that game. So I take that statement back.
Okay.
Edgewood Franklin. This game was an interesting one. You and I both went Edgewood on the road.
Yes, we did.
But Franklin, they beat Ross last week, and they're up by 7. And Edgewood, they need this. I mean, if playoff spot would be really tough, but they need to beat Franklin. They need to beat Monroe the last 2 weeks.
Go Cougars.
This is a halftime score.
Wow.
0-0. Ross and Monroe. Dan, you and I have called Ross twice this year.
We have not seen an offensive touchdown.
We have not seen an offensive touchdown. So Monroe's plan apparently is to make Ross play offense tonight. As long as they can do that, they can't lose. It might go 0-0 into overtime. Coach Mueller needs to get a win in the worst way. They were down 10-0, I think, to Bellbrook last week.
Well, the classic statement, you have 3 parts to a football team: offense, defense, and special teams. Ross is defense, special teams, and special teams.
That's right. Their special teams are really special.
They really are.
Their offense is not very special.
More than the offense, at least in the games we've seen.
2 games we've seen. Yeah, It's been like that. Ross and Monroe, slugfest. I bet you this is the first game that's done tonight, unless they go into multiple overtime still with a 0-0 score.
Because they'll be just running the ball.
I have not. Andy Stucker. Andy, please listen to me. I saw you 2 or 3 weeks ago? We had Talawanda and Ross.
Yes.
I went up to him after the game and I said, look, your team is undefeated. You've got the 4th leading rusher in the United States of America, and I can't find a single highlight on this guy. I can't see a single score on this guy. They're 7-1. They're home again playing Mount Healthy, and once again, ScoreStream does not have a score. You type in Talawanda Mount Healthy in the search bar for Twitter. Nobody's got anything. Why would anybody want to know what the 5th place, 6th place team in Region 3?
Because they're mad at me because I picked Harrison over Talawanda, and I was the only one that got it.
It's been like this all year. Talawanda has been in the witness protection program. We had to go up there to broadcast the game against Ross so that anybody could actually see a Lance Cantrell highlight if they don't have a huddle account. It's ridiculous, and Talawanda, your team is too good to not be letting us know how you're doing. I'm sorry.
They want to sneak up on people with a 7-1 record.
It's absolutely crazy.
It's a low profile, Joel.
They're keeping a very low profile. I mean, they're basically. I searched Talawanda Mount Healthy. I'm getting volleyball scores from 2023 on Twitter. It's pitiful. Seriously. Let us know how you're doing. It's a Talawanda football account, and their most recent post. They've got senior night and all the jerseys there. They got an interview with Andy Stucker here.
We need Cheez-It to come through with that score.
I mean, my goodness.
Where's Cheez-It at?
Nothing. Talawanda Athletic Department at THS Brave. What do they have?
Mr.
Pictures
Conway,
of a cross-country
Mr.
meet.
Conway, send us the score. Dan,
my goodness.
Dan
Will
Conway.
anybody tell us how Talawanda is doing? This is absolutely crazy.
I'm gonna say 24-7 at half. We'll see what happens.
We're just throwing guesses out there at this point in time. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing on ScoreStream.
It's unbelievable.
This is crazy. It's like they're not even playing.
All right.
GCL Co-Ed.
Wow.
This game has gone to halftime. Ooh.
It's tied.
It's 14-7.
Oh, you said tied.
It's gone to halftime.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Halftime.
I thought you said half-tied.
No, not half-tied.
Now
Well,
half-time.
It is half-tied. Alder's halfway there to tying.
They are halfway there.
Oh, my
to
goodness.
tying it, indeed.
What a war that is. And we expected it to be a war. Alter, I think, is 4th or 5th now in the region. Baden's in, Division 3?
They're both in Division 3, Region 12.
Right, and I think Baden's 1 and Alder's up to 5th now.
Yes, because they last week got their win over McNicholas.
Right.
And Talawanda lost their first game last week to Harrison.
So huge second-level points for Alter if they can win this game. They'll shoot up the board.
And if this one is done after ours, we may have to see if we can hook up to your hotspot, Dan, because Middletown is blocking the YouTube Video unavailable, but on a hotspot, we'd be able to pull it up and see.
There you go.
What's going on between Alter and Baden. It is 14-7
We're all Baden Ram grads here, so go Rams. We're just going to tell it the way it is.
McNicholas and Fenwick. Chris Vogt picked Fenwick in this game. This was an early score. I've been looking to see if there's any kind of update on this since the early. They're now gone to the second quarter, still 7-0. McNicholas over Fenwick. This is the third place and fourth place team potentially in the GCL Co-Ed. And Fenwick's holding their own okay. Carlisle over Madison. This is not a surprising score.
Nope.
Madison's hanging in there all right, but Carlisle clearly the better opponent there. Waynesville and Eaton. We both picked Eaton, Dan. I think this was a 3-3 spread in our pick'em. And Waynesville just scored to go up by 7.
What are they, the Warriors?
Waynesville is the Spartans.
Okay, I'm trying to guess the helmet. Okay.
How about Chaminade Julian, by the way? They're up 28-6 on Carroll. CJ has not won a game this year.
Wow.
Good for CJ. They needed
they
something.
They found their offense.
They needed something. Just play Carroll. That's what you got to do.
Is that what you got to do?
That's the elixir, apparently.
Okay.
And New Miami in the Talawanda Witness Protection Program. We have not seen a score for them and Lockland yet.
Love it.
Troy and Tippecanoe. This is an interesting score for several reasons.
Yes.
Middletown beat Troy earlier this year, but Middletown and Troy are in the same region. Middletown is better off if Troy loses this game because it allows Middletown to lose either tonight or next week and still claim the number 1 seed.
Okay.
Middletown, if they win tonight and Troy loses tonight, might even clinch the number 1 seed. But it's possible.
And Tippecanoe could move up maybe to number 1.
Yes.
Oh, in Baden's bracket.
In Baden's bracket, in Talawanda's bracket. Division 3, Region 12. London is 1. Tippecanoe is 2 right now. Baden 3 and Miami Trace 4. All 4 of them undefeated.
But you crunched the numbers and said that you thought London might end up being number 1 when all said and done.
When all said and done. And
yeah.
In the same way that if Troy comes back and wins this and Middletown wins, that Troy is going to jump Middletown tonight, but then if Middletown and Troy wins next week, they jump back again the other way next week. The same situation between Tippecanoe and London is brewing in Division 3, Region 12. If Tippecanoe wins this game tonight, they're going to jump London, but then Tippecanoe plays a winless, I believe, West Carrollton team next week. And London plays Kenton Ridge, who has 4 wins already
West
at
Carrollton
this point.
Pirates, I remember that. That was my roommate, Jeff. Shout out to Jeff Fote. Do you think down the road, let's just play hypothetical, if Baden does get a top 4 seed, which it seems like they're on their way, how would a Baden team match up against London or Tippecanoe?
I've not seen London or Tippecanoe play.
Okay.
I can tell you, looking at the scores, and only being able to look at the scores, London, I think, is the class of that region.
Okay.
I think they terrify me. They played Plain City Jonathan Alder last week, and that I thought was going to show me a lot about what it was going to be because Jonathan Alder was also undefeated, the same as London was, and that game ended up being a 38-0 final.
38-0.
London
over an undefeated Plain City Jonathan Alder.
Get this, Dad, I know you're looking at the ambulance and all the bright lights over there.
Anybody's hurt. Yep.
London, in their last 4 games, has not given up a point. London has won their last 4 games by a combined score of 175-0. And 2 of those opponents are 7-1 right now.
Oh, my goodness.
St. Paris Graham and Plain City Jonathan Alder.
And the only team that really gave London a tussle was New Albany in Week 1, which they won 14-11.
14-11.
After that, these scores, 53-14, 56-14, 44-14, 42-zip, 47-zip, 48-zip, 38-zip. They're on a defensive and offensive roll.
Last week, not only did London beat an undefeated Plain City Jonathan Alder team, but all 7 of their first opponents that they beat all won in the same weekend.
Oh.
So I don't know how big that conference schedule is to allow that to happen, but they literally hit the absolute full house straight last week.
What's London's nickname? The Fighting
The
Brits?
Red Raiders.
The Red Raiders.
So London at number 1, Tippecanoe at number 2, the Red Raiders and the Red Devils over top of Baden.
Okay.
And yes, London last week, New Albany, Chillicothe, Franklin Heights, that's where Tammy went, right? Indian
yes.
Lake, St. Paris Graham, Urbana, Bellefontaine, and of course they beat Jonathan Alder themselves. The first 7 opponents all won their games, and London has 200 second-level points. Baden only has 135. Talawanda only has 106. So that tells you how good the schedule is. London has been crushing teams, and again, good teams.
So it's likely, looking at the standings, and this is what's broadcast over the air. What's right there?
Yes.
It looks like Baden is almost shoehorned into that 3 slot.
That if Baden beats Alter and McNick,
yeah.
the only thing that might really change that would be if Troy comes back and beats Tippecanoe in the second half. That might give Baden access to the 2 line.
Okay.
But if you're on the 3 line, it means you're going to get a bye.
Right.
It means you are going to get a first-round home game, which right now for Baden would be against, or second-round home game would be against the Talawanda-Wilmington winner, which would be fun.
That would be really fun.
It would, but I don't know if Talawanda will stay there. They got action all over the Frontier Athletic Conference around them. Talawanda may be dropping by winning against Blanchester and Mount Healthy because there's just not a lot of points to be had there.
So if you're in the top 4, you're supposed to win your first home playoff game and probably your
Well, you get a bye, and
get a
then
bye.
and then the second round game is at your home site.
Right.
And then the third round game now, this year for the first time ever, is on campus sites. So the downside of this for Baden would be, undefeated or not, they're probably traveling to London or Tippecanoe in the regional semis to play a true road game at another undefeated opponent.
Oh, my.
Tippecanoe knocked Baden out a few years back in the playoffs, if you remember.
Yes, I do.
London's Bowles Field, Baden played their state semifinal against Granville the year they went to state. That was at London. So Baden has been to London Stadium, even though they've not played London. They've never been to Tippecanoe Stadium, even though they've played Tippecanoe. So they've got a little bit of history with both of those possible opponents.
I'm sure you'll find these measurements the same as they are back home
At Hickory?
at the Baden Field, 100 yards long and etc.
Now,
Red
Joel,
zone's 20.
I'm partial to home field advantage in all sports. Joel thinks in high school it's not as important. How do you feel about playoff fields?
That might be the exception to the rule.
Okay.
Like when Lebanon is playing Walnut Hills tonight, I'm not looking at that and say, well, Walnut Hills is at home. No, Lebanon's going to torch them, and they are. Okay. It's that simple. With Hamilton and Middletown, I'm not looking at that game and saying, well, because the game's at Barnett's, I feel stronger about Middletown or not as strong about Hamilton. Middletown is 7-1, and they are absolutely tough as nails. And Hamilton has not backed down from almost anybody all year long, and it's a 3-0 score. And I don't know if the game is at Virgil Schwarm Stadium if the score is any different. But
I agree with you there.
If you're playing a 10-0 opponent and you're getting on a bus ride for almost 2 hours versus staying at your own place and having them on a bus ride to you, that might make a little bit more of a difference.
Yeah.
Baden fans will travel. I have no doubt that there'll be green and white all over the visiting stands at London or Tippecanoe if Baden has to travel there. But that ride on the bus and then you're facing a 10-0 opponent, that's tough. That's definitely tough. Halftime score in Washington Courthouse, looking at this region. Jackson leading Miami Trace 21-20. So if you look from Talawanda's perspective here, they're on the 6th line. They play Mount Healthy tonight. I can get scores from Washington Courthouse, and I can't get a score from Oxford because nobody knows how Talawanda's doing against Mount Healthy. But
can you sense his frustration?
It is really frustrating. But they're playing patty cake in the sandbox with Mount Healthy tonight. They're going to get 0 points if they beat the Owls.
Okay.
And then look at the teams around them. Alter's playing Baden.
Right.
Alter could still win that game. It's only a 7-point margin.
Certainly.
Miami Trace is on the 4 line. They've got Jackson, and that game may decide the Frontier Athletic Conference Championship.
Wow.
If Miami Trace wins tonight and Baden wins tonight, the top 4 seeds are almost locked. I mean, they're pretty much sealed off, and Talawanda won't be able to climb really much higher than
Alter's the only one that could put a train wreck in those top 4.
Well, here's the thing. Miami Trace is playing Jackson. Jackson has Miami Trace for 42.5 tonight, and then they got Chillicothe, who's right above them by 1 step, for 25.5 next week. If Jackson wins those 2 games, goes undefeated in conference play, it is entirely possible that Jackson shoots up the board and gets the 4 seed. They've got enough ammunition still left there because they're going to beat Miami Trace if they get that win. Of course, Miami Trace has Washington Courthouse next
And
week for
you
20.
called a game from Jackson earlier
Chris
this year.
Vogt and Vince Keep and I were out at Jackson calling Little Miami and Jackson. I've called 2 games at Jackson, actually, in my life. It's a
That's
great
great.
stadium. Home of the Apple Festival every year in the 3rd weekend of September. That's right. But Miami Trace, they're still going to have points the next week as well. That whole Frontier Athletic Conference had a winning record through the first 5 games.
That's
the
impressive.
entire conference going into conference play. So all of these conference games, this is where it's mattered. I've been talking with Steve Vaughn about this the whole time. Frontier Athletic Conference is going to be very, very important in this region. Miami Trace, Chillicothe, Jackson, and Hillsborough down on the 12 line is also in this conference. Hillsborough's already played Jackson, Miami Trace, and Chillicothe, so now they have the, quote, easy opponents now in Washington and McLean. You look like you have something you wanted to ask me, Dan.
No, nothing at all. I'm just saying second half starting pretty soon here.
They'll give them another.
They give another 3 minutes.
Oh, let's keep talking.
Let's give them 3 more minutes to think about it, Dan.
We're on that 2.5-minute line now.
Here's Edgewood. Edgewood's on the 15 line. If they would have beaten Valley View last week,
Remember, folks, you got to get in the top 12.
12. That's right.
Okay.
Not 16 anymore, Dan. You're right.
Yeah.
Edgewood would be sitting pretty if they would have beaten Valley View last week. They're playing Franklin. They were down by 7 last we checked. They got Monroe next week. They've got to cross 3 teams to get in. Belmont lost to Meadowdale last night up at Welcome Stadium.
All right.
So if Edgewood can come back and beat Franklin, that's one for sure that they've got. They'll get Belmont. Belmont only has Ponitz Tech next week. Edgewood will be on top of them. It's not a big deal, but they got 2 more above them.
Aiken has a tough tussle against Taft.
They're playing Taft. Taft is undefeated. That's a losable game.
Very
if Aiken
much.
wins it, oh, well, there's nothing Edgewood can do. But if Aiken loses it, there's still Hughes next week.
And look at Turpin.
Turpin's got Kings, and they're only down by 7.
Edgewood, you keep your chin up. You have a good shot.
You got a chance.
Yes, you do.
But you got to close the gap with Turpin as well. And there's that gap is a little larger.
Well, if you get them in the 12, they can get in the 12.
If they can. Miami Valley, I'm worried about Edgewood finishing 13 and not quite catching Turpin. That's what I'm worried about.
I gotcha.
Right? If they can get in, anything can happen, but they got to get in.
Correct.
And Edgewood may end up around the 13-14 line before all said and done. Fairborn is playing Stebbins tonight. Fairborn's above Edgewood. Stebbins is below them. Both of them have tougher opponents in Week 10. Edgewood probably needs to have whoever between Fairborn and Stebbins, one of them go 1-1 with the win tonight, and the other one go 0-2 to finish up the season.
All right, so if anybody can send us post it on Twitter, post the Talawanda score.
Anybody, can you let us know what's going on with Talawanda and Mount Healthy? Please. Somebody has to know. Here we go. Terrell Cummins.
Thank you.
Thank you on Twitter. Tags the Report Ohio on this. Thank you, Terrell Cummins. Talawanda up 28-0 over Mount Healthy at halftime. We asked you fans, and one of you came through on Twitter. Thank you.
My 24-7 guess was pretty darn close. So there you go. My made-up score. It was more accurate than some of the score streams.
We appreciate that so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And again, Andy Stuckert, if you're listening, I love you dearly, and I'm happy that your team is doing well. Get on this. Do better. Tell us how well your team is doing.
Well, I'll tell you, coming in here, we got Hamilton Big Blues kicking off the second half. I always love the first drives to start the quarters because you have all halftime to, plan this one particular drive. So let's see if the middies can come out and play to their record.
Onside kick. Oh, and they got it. The kicker got it himself.
There you go.
I didn't see that coming.
Connor Stevens.
I didn't see that going. Oh.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. If Hamilton they surprised Middletown tremendously. They surprised Neil.
Are they pointing the other way? Did Middletown recover that?
No, they're pointing. Hamilton's got it.
The white hat got his directions backwards. He pointed the wrong way. It is Hamilton's ball.
Wow.
Connor Stevens, the kicker, fell on that. Now, there should not be any time off the clock. They took 1 second off, but that ball never touched. That ball never touched a Middletown player. It should be 12 minutes.
All right.
The referee is having to find out that there actually are tools. His microphone can help him. Using that microphone to clarify will go a very, very long way. Khalid Jones is trying to talk about this with the officials. I don't know what his point of contention is, unless he thinks that Hamilton's kicker touched it only 9 yards down the field.
Or did it carry him off a Middletown play, or that was how a second could go
That would be how a second go off the clock. It's clearly 12 yards past the kickoff spot. This is exactly fair game of where you be recovering that ball if you're the kicker for Hamilton. I love R.V. Crouch as a special teams coordinator. That was a gutsy decision there.
It works.
How about it?
Well, so much for deferring at kickoff at the beginning of the game.
Man goes.
Yeah.
We have a man downfield.
Elijah Jones was 20 yards downfield.
Elijah Jones had visions of a go route touchdown there, but no one snapped the ball. So that's going to push him back 5.
A little dress rehearsal.
How about
there.
let's just do a do-over. Run Elijah deep again. He's got one-on-one coverage down there.
I think they're going to do that.
Here's the snap. Nope. Andre Bailey up the middle.
Maybe they should have.
Ran into a wall of middies there. The big nose tackle, number 95, Gavin Monk.
What would you call a group of middies? Bunch of ships?
Mid-eye.
The mid-eye. I like it. Well, they got 2nd and 15, but he actually lost a yard on the play, so I'm going to call it 2nd and 16.
I'll go with that.
Dan Conway, I know you're listening. ScoreStream does not have a score yet for Worthington Christian and Dayton Christian. In a game that Dan Conway certainly would care about. I love it. Another false start.
A sloppy way.
Very sloppy.
A game
of
mistakes.
It was 55 and number 6 kind of at the same time. That would have been Jet Phillips.
Well, I love the onside kick, but they have just done nothing with it so far.
It's set up for a screen. Oh, he overthrew him.
Overthrows his running back, number 6, Dominic Southern.
Dominic was there.
And this whole drive has gone Southern for Hamilton.
We haven't even taken 1 minute off the second half yet. Lots of laundry and mistakes and incompletions.
I mean, after the onside kick, they got the ball all the way back where they kicked it to begin with.
Yeah.
Going backwards. All right.
But they have the ball.
They got the ball.
Third and 21. So they had the 3rd and 29 conversion in the first half. See if they can do one of these.
Roll out left if you're going to do it. There it is.
He's going
looking long.
He's got a man. Oh, he could not bring it in, or did he get it?
Jordan Bryant, it did not catch it.
It said incomplete.
Nope. Bounced out of his hands, folks. I love the aggression.
Jordan Bryant, oh, man, he's a senior. He's going to remember that play when he's about 30 years old.
Jaden McClain throws a beautiful deep ball.
He does throw a pretty ball. Beautiful spiral. It hit his hands, and then on the way to the ground, it looked like it fell in his belly. That's what Neil thought. I thought that for a minute, but I watched the official, and he said incomplete.
Stevens with a high kick. There's your return man, Van, that you were so worried about earlier, Dan.
He hasn't done anything tonight, but he might have one in him. Well, after all that craziness, now the Middies have the ball, which is the way the half conventionally would have began, right?
And
Neil?
we got a minute off the clock.
We got a minute.
We're at 10:59, and I'm psyched.
That was a heck of a busy minute.
It was a lot.
A lot going on that minute, but not a lot productive.
It's been a minute, that's for sure.
It's been a minute.
First and 10.
Looks like this is Bourne going to toss this.
Boy. They're just
Spicer, the running back there.
Yeah, they're having trouble with the running game. Hamilton is just really, really dominating up front. And I'm just 59 for Hamilton. I got to get his height and weight. He is a monster. They have some size.
That's Eckley Bridges, 6'3", 255-pound senior, Dan.
Well, he's a monster up there. He's bigger than the tackle that he's going up against.
And he's going to bite down.
And they get
running back is going to get about 2 or 3 yards there, and
turned into
a scruff there.
A little tush-push competition.
Yeah, a little rugby scrum going on there.
Okay, so they got 3rd and 7. I'm going to call it 3rd and 6. Now they're saying 3rd and 4 on the scoreboard.
And I'll be quiet. That was the 2nd minute. That one went a lot quicker. That's what I'm looking for.
Big 3rd and 4 here.
We get some running plays, and you get no penalties. Bourne is going to scramble across his body. Another penalty. It is a completed pass. It has the requisite yardage for a first down. Unfortunately, it's coming back, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a hold. We'll see. Hold on the middies.
It's in the backfield.
Trying to get the number.
White hat's talking to the umpire. Don't know what about, because the white hat, I think, is the one that threw it.
There's the hold. Boy, these guys can't get out of their own way. Both teams just penalties, problems, jumping off sides.
Mistakes.
The game is there for the taking, folks.
Stop the mistakes.
Stop the mistakes.
Got to play clean.
Yep.
3rd and 13. 3-0 on a Noah Nicholas 50-yard field goal. That's the only score we've had so far in this game. Screen, caught, brought down, did not fool Mason Holbrook.
No.
It was a loss.
Not even for an instant.
So that drive went backwards.
Julius Reed caught it, but he kind of wish he didn't.
So Hamilton gets the onside kick and goes backwards. And they said, we'll match you and take you back farther.
Defenses have been pretty good.
They've been kicking butt.
They field this kick, they'll be in good field position.
Hey, we finally
again.
got some breeze going on.
Felt
We
it.
do.
We're down 60 degrees now.
Nicholas
A
flutters
short
this
kick.
ball in the air.
They better watch out. It could
Be
hit one
careful.
of the players. They had no
Gonna
idea.
take a sideways hop around the 48-yard line, and
Good
Hamilton's
field
got
position, yeah.
good field position. This is the 2nd straight drive they've been starting around midfield.
Very fortunate that ball did not hit a big blue player or a boo player.
Yeah. That's all Hamilton needs there, Dan, is to have something like that happen.
Well, we've seen a few different kind of errors tonight.
It's
That'd
been-
be another one.
It's been a strange game.
That was amazing. 2 personal fouls in a row on Hamilton. I thought
Followed by a touchback on a fumble through the end zone.
that was
Yes.
a mess.
That was a mess.
The online crowd always hates that when it happens in an NFL game, but I love it.
I think
You
it's
should have to hold on to the football through the end zone.
Yep.
It's the ultimate penalty.
I know I've heard people say, well, you should change that penalty and give the other team the ball, but it should be from where the fumble first started. I'm like, no.
You're around the goal line, you hold on to the ball.
That's right. There's too many calls that go towards the offense in football. the old
Give the defense something.
You got to give them something. Okay.
A little
2nd
more
and 10, pistol formation.
Speaking of defense, it's 2nd 10.
When Hamilton goes right to left on your screen, we see the stars on the side of the helmet.
That's a good run.
Handoff goes to Andre Bailey. Dad, see if you can get a close-up one of those stars on that helmet. Nick Vogt, I'm sure, would appreciate the Hamilton High School because it says blue on the one side, but I believe the left side of the helmet actually is a
Of course,
star.
I pick a helmet.
You pick
where
the one that he's looking
they're-
over the sideline.
yeah,
they're
the guy-
perpendicular.
There it is.
One
There's the
horizontal.
Dallas Cowboy star.
Well, they do have a Cowboys.
They got a Cowboy star, but only on the left side of the helmet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a
Uh-oh.
flinch.
And
But he
there's
must not have crossed into the neutral zone.
I thought he did.
I agree with you, Dad.
3rd and 5.
Maybe they're tired of throwing laundry.
Well, they're going to throw another one anyway.
It's delay a
Timeout.
game.
We have a delay a game / timeout.
All right, it's a
Back
tie-
judge threw the flag.
Okay.
There it is.
We just expect the penalty when it happens.
We do. We will mercifully take a commercial break
Thank
because
you.
we need it.
Please.
No, not him. I'm talking about my bank.
Want more from your checking account than a one-time bonus? Good news! You've got better options. Open a Simply Free checking account at General Electric Credit Union and earn up to $350 every year with Roundup. You'll earn rewards on everyday debit card purchases and automatically add to your savings. Now that's better than a one-time bonus. Don't be thrown off by our name. Anyone in the tri-state can bank here. General Electric Credit Union. Bank with us.
Back here at Barnett's Stadium. A beautiful weather night.
Yes.
Not a beautiful night if you like offensive football.
Off the field's beautiful. I don't know about on
It's been downright ugly in the trenches tonight.
Ugly.
Defensive lines both playing very well. Offenses have not had much. Hand off to Bailey. Nope, faked it.
Knocked down.
Oh, and the handoff would have been open too. He had room.
Yeah, Bailey is showing his frustration.
He had room. Woo. That might have been an RPO, and McLean might have decided to keep it and throw it. Ball gets batted at the line again. Defensive line play. I think if you were to put an MVP for this game, it might be both teams' entire defensive lines.
The RPO was a DOA, wasn't it? Yeah. 4th and 5. So
He's getting a little blustery up here
he's
on
got the
roof.
wind on his back. He
There
might
we
be
go.
able to boom that ball over the roof.
Stevens.
Oh,
Big grab.
There's your air.
Too far. No, maybe not. Got the sideways hop. And Hamilton has pinned him deep.
It was a fortunate landing.
Yes, another happy landing.
The way this game is going, you're almost going to favor the defense here, if there's a turnover.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
The likelihood of a team driving 92 plus yards is not great right now.
It's not been great. And the defenses have both come to play. And
But you did say towards the end of the first half that you thought somebody who makes a big play, some kind of a fluke.
A broken tackle somewhere out in space.
Game breaker.
There have been opportunities, and both quarterbacks have been eager to throw the ball around the field.
That's a good play.
This has not been the type of game where both teams are just handing it into the line and running a triple option. I mean, there have been a lot of deeper pass attempts.
Yes.
Many of them have not connected.
That's true.
But it has not been for lack of trying.
I keep thinking of the field goal that would have counted.
Yeah.
But there was a penalty. Decline it and get the 3 points.
That's true.
We'd been tied.
Yep.
Alter has just tied the Baden Rams after they intercepted Emerson. Alter's quarterback's really hurting Baden tonight. That's by Rick Kammerer telling us that from
Rick.
There's your big play.
Perry Malone Plateau.
There's your big play.
Uh-oh. Look out. That changes field position. The runner on the play is Julius Reed. And Reed carves himself out about a 40-yard gain.
That's really the first authentic movement I've seen from the middies. The ERA just went up. Earned run average. Earned yard average.
Earned yard average, that's right.
EYA. All right. That's some football.
Middletown across midfield. We're about the halfway point of the third quarter. This is the point, Dan, where Hamilton has hit their bugaboo typically in most of their games this season. This midway third quarter point. They need to dig deep here.
Oh,
shoulder.
Just a little.
Incomplete.
What a beautiful pass.
Xavion Needham just over his outstretched arms.
Ward with a beautiful throw there.
This kind of felt like constipation relief. That play was, I felt good.
It's a bowel cleaner.
That's right.
Just turn the knob down on me, Joel, if you need to. Okay?
Well, you guys were just complaining about a lack of flow in this game.
It was slow.
2nd and 10.
Danny did not have a colonoscopy today. No. That was the previous game.
Yes, thank God. 2nd and 10.
Bourne, and we got another flag. This is going to be a delay of game.
They got the timeout.
They did not get the timeout.
Now trying to give them the credit, and they don't take it.
Yeah, now back to our regularly scheduled program. Another flag.
It's interesting there. Chase Moak, the safety back there in the back of the, actually was pointing at the play clock.
And the official said, "Whoa!"
He said, "Oh, you're right." Handoff. This goes to Dimitri and James. James pushed out of bounds. Minimal gain, and now it's 3rd down and 12. If nothing else, Middletown has flipped the field position. And this breeze is really blowing across the field right now.
Yeah,
from
you're
our
right.
end, from the bottom of your screen to the top of your screen if you're watching.
Yeah, it's going perpendicular to the field. 3rd and 12. You're right. Let's see if the middies can make a play here.
I would imagine they're going to throw it long and see if they can get something loose. Nope, they throw it short instead of James. Tries to break a couple of tackles, and out of bounds he goes.
Now, the logical choice here is not to go for it on 4th down.
Punt the ball.
Punt the ball. Your defense has shut out the Big Blue the entire game. And look at that. They're not punting the ball.
Oh, I thought this could set the table for the rest of the game.
For the field position.
Right,
Yeah.
and win it 3-0.
At least pin them deep and dare them to make that critical turnover late in the game.
Oh,
Yes.
But they're going for it.
I don't. All three of us do not agree with this. Let's see what happens.
Bourne going to take the snap. Going to be rushed. Throw the slant.
Got him!
Complete. That is Will Gibson.
Gibson's made some catches tonight.
Well, obviously, Coach Khalid Jones had a play up his sleeve that he liked and he wanted to run, and that's going to sustain the drive on a 4th down.
That's sneaky when you have that play in your pocket and you wait till halfway through the 3rd quarter.
That's why he's the coach. That's why he's the coach, and I'm the fool behind the camera.
That's it.
There you go.
That was 4th and considerably long, though. That was not a little 4th and 3 play. It was about 4th and 7.
Nice run. Nice run.
Yeah, that would be James. Dimitri and James, junior running back.
Little stealth on that one.
2nd down and 3 for the Middies, who are now in the red zone. They've been in the red zone a couple of times. They've missed a 22-yard field goal in the red zone. They have fumbled the ball through the goal line for a touchback in the red zone.
And outside the red zone,
they got a 50-yard field goal outside the red zone. Exactly.
Right.
The only points we've had on the board so far today. Bourne to hand it off to James.
He's got the 1st down.
Yep.
So this is where we've mentioned it. Hamilton seems to have 3rd quarter problems, and this is going to be a 92-yard drive. They can pull it off.
If they can pull it off. We have an injured Mitty in the meantime. Yes, Dan.
Their starting running back, Dimitri and James, is down. Let's hope he's okay.
Spicer's going to come off the bench here, number 5. You see him coming out into the huddle.
Yep.
Yes, Dan, Hamilton's defense has kind of worn down.
Yes.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter of games
I was going to say
this year.
they're bigger, like you were saying, Dan. And
stronger.
The first thing I thought of is how well are they conditioned?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what it is. It may be showing.
Yes.
This is the time. And the other thing, too, and I know Arvy's an excellent coach, so I know he's talked about this with the kids. Tyler Hale was telling me this. They were having those conversations as well. The idea of being able to take a little adversity when something doesn't go right and be able to dig deep and overcome it. And they did that against Fairfield last week. It was the first time all year that they got punched in the mouth in the 3rd quarter and then rallied in the 4th and didn't fold, which has got to be a good thing for Coach Crouch to see that in his team developing. This is another opportunity here. They got to dig deep and keep Middletown out of the end zone.
I'll show you the crosswinds, folks. You can see the flags.
Yep.
Okay.
A drone just landed on the 43-yard line, and the coach was looking at it.
Swing pass. That's Reed. Caught it. Broke a tackle. Toward the end zone. And I think he's going to be a hair short. Just out of bounds.
Fans are pleading. They think he got
They
in.
want the touchdown, but it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. Julius Reed just shy of the goal line. Good crowd here tonight at Barnett Stadium. I know, Dad, you can't get them because we're
No. Now Ward, their quarterback,
Look at
has
this formation.
6 touchdowns,
Look at this formation.
and they're going to run him.
This is Van.
There you go.
Oh,
there
running
you
back. 1-yard touchdown run for Jordan Van.
Tricky.
Direct snap to the punt returner.
So
that felt good.
pending the extra point, we're going to have 10-0 here. Middletown, if they make it.
Center aligned this time for Nicholas. And Noah Nicholas' extra point is up. And it is good.
Good. Thank you, Al Michaels.
Well, it felt good to see some decent football.
That was a heck of a drive. I'll give
nice
them credit. I'll give them credit because we were kind of dissing them and dissing the teams and their lack of offensive ability. And they say, shut up, we're going to get this thing going, guys.
I get very impatient when there's too many mistakes.
It was frustrating. They were hurting themselves. Wasn't necessarily the defense on some of these drives.
We'll see what Hamlin's got in the tank when they get the ball.
They got to do something.
Dan, third quarter score. Ross has got some points on the board. I don't know how. It's 9-0 Ross Rams.
I'm going to say an interception return and a safety.
3 field goals.
Interception return and a safety.
It would be a very Ross thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Go Rams.
A 1-yard touchdown run by Carter Gibson.
All right.
And the extra point no good.
There it is.
They're down to 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game.
Wow.
And Ross is up 9-0 over Monroe.
Look for the onside, guys.
For Middletown?
No. Not really.
That kick might go out of bounds.
That might.
Oh, he said, I'm going to run it back.
Picked it up.
Returnable out past the 20-yard line. And Hamilton have their worst field position they've had in a little bit.
Yep. They got some work to do.
And this offense has not been able to produce any points so far.
I'm looking forward to seeing maybe one of them long passes again.
Yeah, I'm looking for Elijah Jones or Jordan Bryant. Get him out there.
Yeah.
Between Elijah Jones and Jordan Bryant, they have 12 touchdown passes on the year, or receptions. So we'll see.
Handoff to Bailey.
Nothing.
He gets swamped in the back.
C.J. Bryant in on the tackle for the Middies.
A fleet of middies on the tackle.
I like that. A fleet of middies.
Yes. That's several ships.
That is several ships.
They cut them down in the midway.
That's right. All right, 2nd and 12. You got to go pass here.
I know. I'm waiting for it.
And
short
the
one.
Throw is a quick little pass, and there's your broken tackle. He stepped out of bounds.
Oh, man.
That was nearly your big play that I've been waiting to see from Hamilton.
Oh, the potential.
They needed that. That's Jordan Bryant, the receiver there on the quick pass from McLean.
Jordan Bryant, he's the big guy for receptions. He's averaging 18.4 a reception, 5 touchdowns.
Danny, you going to see a run play on 3rd and 1 here?
Absolutely. Bailey.
Pistol formation.
They all
knew it was coming.
Boom.
That did not fool the Middies. C.J. Bryant again on the tackle along with number 35, Justin Lincoln.
I would call that a legal false start.
A legal one, yes. Not illegal, but a legal, yes.
It just didn't get started.
Wow.
Loss of 2 on the play, and 4th down. Stevens going to punt the ball.
Nice.
There's the punt. And a fair catch was blown, I believe.
Okay,
and
now.
the flag is down.
Well, the umpire, that's not a flag, it's a beanbag.
It's a bean.
That's for the change of possession there.
Interesting. Now, if that, I saw an NFL game where the kick returner tried to run the ball after doing a fair catch.
They call a flag on that in the NFL.
They call a flag on that in the NFL.
That's what I was thinking, Dan.
Yeah, but in high school, I guess you can just have a do-over. Push him back where he fair caught it. You can't.
Right.
In high school, you can try a 99-yard field goal and still end up with the ball for the other team on the opposite 20.
You could if you can kick it all the way through the end zone.
That's true, Joel. That's right. I learned
on
that
a flyer, can it roll?
Can roll.
Anyway, right?
Wow, it can roll.
Bourne.
He's wide open.
Pass to Reed. Reed. 1st down yardage.
I'll tell you, Middletown is looking like a new team in here in the 3rd quarter. It just seems if they just limit their mistakes, it seems like they can drive the ball here on the Big Blue.
Well, this is the time of game. This is when it's been happening.
Down to
the middle of the third quarter is Hamilton's bugaboo. The last 6 minutes of the third on to the fourth. 1st and 10. Middletown.
I'm just going to watch the defensive line of Hamilton, see if they're slow off the ball, if they're tired. We'll see what happens.
Man in motion. Spicer's going to take the handoff. Ducks through. Only's going to get 3 yards on that. That could have been a lot more.
The steel dandelion got him there. Turf monster, whatever you want to call it. But, yeah, Hamilton didn't look slow off the line there. They just were getting dominated up front by the Middletown blockers on the offensive line. So Middletown has found a recipe for success here in the third quarter, whether it be Hamilton fatiguing or Middletown just playing harder.
2nd and 7. Another handoff to.
There you go.
Not Spicer. This is back to James. We had a helmet go flying across the field.
As long as there's not a head in it, as Madden would say.
Juvante Pendleton lost his crown.
Hamilton, the guy initially, Eckley Bridges, their second leading tackler on the year, just grabbed that uniform for dear life, and then his friends helped finish up the play. It's a big play because it sets up 3rd and long now. See if Hamilton can get their offense back on the field, get a stop here.
Hamilton's defense has been heroic for much of the season, including tonight. 3rd and long. Bourne wants to throw it deep. Doesn't love his options. Wrapped up is only going to gain a couple of yards. Holbrook brings him down with the help of Tommy Southard, and Hamilton's defense is held.
Yeah, about the only player that was available down there to receive the ball was Will Gibson, the junior wide receiver. He could have just threw that ball deep, and even if it would have been an interception, it would have been equivalent to a punt. So he played it safe. He likes the field position. It's going to be a long drive for Hamilton if they have a chance to score.
Nicholas got roughed.
He got
absolutely blown up. And a treacherous fair catch, which on a bounce is still a fair catch.
Nicholas
is hurt.
He's hurt bad.
He got absolutely destroyed by Aiden Luff.
I was definitely roughing the kicker.
A 1st down is the call. We got 1 second left to go.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Danny's shedding rosters right now.
Yeah. I was following the flight of the ball, and
yeah.
Well, that's usually what you should do. But
yep.
Joe and I watched the kicker, and
I saw it.
It was his kicking leg. He just got whirlwinded.
I
saw a collision.
It's the kind of thing that can, heaven forbid, rip a ligament or something bad like that. Let's just hope he's okay.
Hope it's nothing like that.
Let's watch how he goes off the field.
Here he goes.
Hopefully
he's up on his
shaking.
own feet.
That's good to see.
That's good.
Yeah, he's walking okay.
He's got a 50-yard field goal under his belt tonight, and they're going to need him deeper into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And against Princeton next week.
He looks pretty good.
15-yard penalty. The ball is going to go down to the 35-yard line, and Middletown will have enough time with 1 second on the clock to run one more play before the start of the fourth quarter.
Well, Hamilton.
And Noah's only 5'10", 160, and you know he's probably 5'8", 140.
Bourne.
Let's it go. It was
floaty ball. I think he got hit as he threw it. Nearly intercepted by Chase Moak.
Yeah,
and that is the end of the third quarter.
That was fortunate he didn't get it picked off there because it was right there for Moak.
Well, we'll be right back from Barnes Stadium. It's the Middies 10, Hamilton nothing after 3.
Our customers mean everything to us. We're in a commodity business, so we have to maintain these special relationships with our customers. We have to honor our word. We have to be true to our word, and we have to perform at a very high level.
Back here at Barnett's Stadium. Named after the Barnett's family, Dan.
Yeah, they gave, what,
99-year lease.
99 years. So that's
Same as the Panama Canal used to be.
Yeah, it's actually Chris Carter Field at Barnett's Stadium.
Opened up in 1950. It seats 10,050 people.
Wow. Why 50?
50 more.
No, Joel, you said it mathematically incorrect.
What's that?
10,050.
That's right.
When you go into fractions, that's where you go with the and.
That's
I learned
right.
that in the 9th grade.
I remember that in first grade, actually, from
Ninth
Mrs.
grade
O.
for me.
Yeah, as we talked about.
Wow.
Our teacher kept saying, no, you don't say that.
101. You mean 101.
You don't say the
All
Yes,
right.
the Barnett's family owned the property, and they lease it for free to the Middletown Public School District for 99 years. That happened back in 1950. This field has been here ever since.
It's a nice field.
It really is. This is Reed. Different quarterback back there. Hamilton's had 3 different guys at least taking snaps tonight, Dan.
You're right.
And we've not seen JoJo Ward, number 6, who is second in pass attempts for Middletown tonight, take a snap either. He's been on the sideline all night long. Third down and short.
Well, this is an easily makeable third down. It's less than a yard. I'd like to see a good old put the quarterback behind the center. This is the old Dan coming out in me.
Well, it's not going to be the quarterback. It's going to be Van.
All right, we'll put him behind. They got him in a pistol or a
Jordan
wildcat.
Van.
Wildcat.
He scored on the 1-yard wide receiver punt return to Sneak. It looks like Reed is going to take the snap with Van next to him.
There you
The
go.
wide receiver, Reed, fumbles
the ball, and Hamilton will get it.
There's the beanbag on the ground.
You see it.
I like the quarterback sneak there. It's easy to second guess, isn't it?
Well, you're first guessing, Dan.
Wow. That ball squirted out like a nanner out of the peel. It just shot.
It was amazing.
That
Looked
football
like-
was high in potassium.
Looked like John Belushi doing that Animal House imitation. You know what I'm talking about? No, it was I'm a zit. And then he shoved his cheeks.
Get it? Yeah.
And the girls thought he was disgusting.
Quick pass to Elijah Jones.
Jones is fighting hard. He got 8 yards.
Jones has been targeted many times tonight.
Yes, he has. Now, when do you consider hurry up? It looks like
Now.
Hamilton's doing it right now.
Now, I would
gotta
not
dig
wait.
deep.
Arvy's, he's got
You
him
need
up at
2
the line.
possessions, not just one. Fake to Bailey. McLean's going to keep it.
He's
Have
got the
enough for a first down.
That'll stop the clock
For a moment.
For a moment. That's right.
until they get those chains set.
That's the sound of the men working on the chain.
Yay! Thank you, Sam Cook. He died when he was, 32 years old?
Oh, yeah.
Young fella.
It was sad.
Handoff to Bailey. Bailey trying to find room down the sideline. Gets out of bounds at least. That will stop the clock.
Running
Should
left with
stop
the
the
ball in
clock.
his
The
right
clock
hand.
is still running.
That's strange.
You know
The
what?
referee made the motion to stop the clock.
And it's running.
It's still running.
Home cooking. He did get out of bounds, didn't he?
He went out of
he
yes,
totally-
he did. He got out of bounds.
Gosh, they
He made the hand signal. He went out of bounds, but nobody caught it. And again, the officiating itself has been fine in this
now
game.
they should stop the clock. It's a first down, and he's out of bounds. Doesn't get any better than
The
that.
officiating itself has been fine in this game, but the mechanics of the officiating has been a little sloppy at times.
Yeah, they don't know they have microphones and all that.
And
Don't have an eye on the clock and see that they called for it to stop, and it still ended up running.
Okay, he did not get the first down. He's 3rd and 1.
But he was out of bounds, which gives the clock stoppage until the ball is snapped.
And it was at 9:38, Joel, not 9:37. Slow to start.
Quick to
start. Slow to stop. Yeah.
There you go.
Bailey's
going to run wide. He's got room.
Oh.
First down.
Boy, Middletown was just blitzing up the middle there. They thought the run was going straight up the middle like they stopped him on the previous play.
If Bailey could have broken a tackle there, that could have been a considerably bigger game.
It could have been electric.
They're setting the chains, and the clock is running.
Well, they motioned that.
I thought there was a pause when the chains are being reset.
A slight one. A slight one.
I thought it stopped until they got the chains set. Then they start.
It at least stops to give them time to get there, and then there's a little referee's discretion with when the ball's spotted and when the chains are
it's
basically
hazy,
set.
I'll tell you, I'm the
second 8.
You're not completely wrong in this, Dad. You're not wrong in this.
First down auditor here, checking that time.
All right, we're down under 9 minutes.
Come on, Hamilton, dig in. Let's get it.
Handoff. Bailey
slips under some tacklers.
It's about 2 yards there.
3rd and long. Hamlin's already getting ready to get up there. They're running in the play.
Yes, they need to.
They're in a big old hurry.
Keep this thing moving. They need 2 possessions. That decision to go for 4th and goal on the 5-yard line earlier in the game.
It's haunting them.
When they had a field goal potentially in the bag.
It's haunting them.
Also, yeah.
3rd and 5. Oh,
Bailey's not going to get it. And given that it's around midfield, you almost have to go for this at this point in time, Dan.
Yeah.
It's going to be below 8 minutes with this ball is
brilliant
snapped.
play there for 55, Braylon Bryant.
They are going to bring the punter out. They're going to punt.
Well, they do have 3 timeouts.
I know. You still need 2 possessions. It's getting early, late. I get it. I understand it. Oof.
Well,
I don't envy Arvie Crouch's decision that he has to make here.
It's
a fake punt. Bailey's going to throw it.
It's picked off, but
interception, which was actually a dumb decision on Middletown's part.
Unless he
and a block in the back, which is going to end the play back there. And a second block in the back. And out of bounds it goes. We have 2 different flags thrown.
Now, I thought the receiver they were throwing it to was interfered with personally, but they didn't call that.
Well, here's the thing. We had this come up for Lakota East and Hamilton earlier this year.
Right.
Is there a such thing as pass interference on a fake punt?
Correct.
There is not in the NFL. They called one in the Lakota East Hamilton game.
That's true. That is a great trivia question, by the way.
We'll see if we get an explanation from White Hat down there. He has a microphone. It's designed perfectly for
God's
situations
sakes,
like this.
You think he's going to use the microphone and tell us?
They've had some very complicated decisions to make tonight.
Well,
and it's been a mixed bag of usage of this mic.
It's like a... All right. Tell us, refs.
I've never
They're
had
all
4
pointing,
referees
walking.
on the screen as long as my career.
What's the buzz? Tell us what's happening.
Why should you want
Little
to
Jesus
know?
Christ Superstar.
That's right.
Yes.
So we have a flag on the 30 for
it's
potentially the pass interference. There was a block in the back post interception.
Here we go. They're going to tell us.
During the return, personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 8 of the return team. That's half the distance to the goal. We also have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, on number 8 for taunting. That's half the distance to the goal. It'll be 1st and 10, Middletown.
That's a good explanation. Thank you, White Hats.
And 2 penalties can be both enforced because
one was during the play and one was post play.
Yeah, taunting.
They're on the same guy.
Half the distance and half the distance. We're not going to call C.J. Bryant out by name, but number 8 for Middletown.
Taunting and illegal block.
The illegal block.
So it's just like a big punt.
Let's see what Hamilton can do with this.
Well,
there you go.
And not to put too fine. There's a ball loose.
Oh my goodness!
Thrown. Beanbag has been thrown.
Hamilton says they have
and
it.
They do.
And they have the ball.
They do.
Because the clock has stopped. Is that why?
Well, I was going to say before that ball popped out, not to put fine a point on it, Dan, but on that fake punt, when you throw the ball 30 yards down the field, why in the world are you intercepting it to begin with? Knock it down and claim your field position. Then you don't have a block in the back. Then you don't have a taunting, and now you don't have a fumble inside your own 10-yard line.
That's a good teaching moment they'll watch the film and they'll teach them that.
Everyone wants the highlight. You want the interception. The interception itself was the worst thing you could have done there, and then compounding the problem, obviously, with 2 penalties and a fumble.
Hamilton
business.
What a mess.
What a mess. That's been the theme of the night, hasn't it?
First and goal for Hamilton after all this.
They see the touchdown.
It's right there.
They're going to run it with the quarterback.
And look at
nowhere to go.
Middletown, their defense.
C.J. Bryant making up for his previous penalties there by wrapping up the quarterback.
Yes, he is.
He's had a very good night. That was a bad sequence on his part, but a very good night overall.
But you said you weren't going to name him.
I was not.
We even had roughing the kicker tonight.
Yeah, we've had a rough in the punter.
What a mess.
Yeah, had a couple of ugly
we
fumbles.
We had a on the coach.
Yep, Middletown fumbled it 3 times. McLean
He's
to
got
Elijah
him.
Jones. Man coverage in
He's
the end
got him.
zone.
Touchdown.
There's
Bam.
Yes, there it is. That's what Hamilton needed.
Waiting for the hand signal for the official. And a 12-yard touchdown pass from Jaden McLean.
Boy, he throws it
Elijah
beautiful.
Jones.
He throws a beautiful fade in the end zone.
lightning strikes.
Woo!
And there's still time.
Huge extra point here. You got to get this down to 3 if you're Hamilton. Stevens needs to come through here. This is a huge extra point.
He's had a good night. He's recovered an onside kick earlier tonight.
That's right.
Hold is down.
Boy.
Nearly blocked.
Yep.
But Stevens got it off, and it's good.
We have us a brand new ball game, essentially, with 10-7. The Middies lead now, 6:42 in the 4th. Wow, that's a sequence of events there.
I keep seeing the mistakes, the problems, and all of a sudden another KO pectate moment. You know, the fumble. Wow.
How do you smell relief?
And Hamilton punches it in. Good. So we've got ourselves
a ball game.
A good finish here coming up.
Guys, it has not been pretty at almost any point tonight. But it has been like going to the dentist to get a root canal at times.
Well, that's never pretty, and I'm a dentist.
But after they've cleaned up all the pus, it's 10-7.
Ouch! Ouch! All right, back to the game.
And just like a good root canal, Hamilton now is just going to have to dig just a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Yes, they must. You're right. All right. Could we have another onside kick? Would that be electric?
It would be. I don't think they're going to have the element of surprise like they did before. Only 5 up men for Middletown. That's probably why they did it the first time, as they saw it on film.
We can take that hill.
And
we will.
Can we take that hill?
A Gettysburg reference from the movie. Folks.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
There's
Stevens. Oh, that was
a pooch.
Nearly offsides. And the return man on the play is Will Gibson. It was interesting if you go back and watch the replay of that last play.
Yes.
There was a couple of Hamilton sprinters that actually had to slow down and stop the momentum because they were going to be beyond the 40-yard line by the time Stevens connected with that ball. It was a little bit of off cattywampus timing on that kickoff.
I'm not sure I like the pooch. I'm not sure because look at that. We're
36-yard line.
Middletown's at the 36. That's a good start.
Well, if they like their defense better than the special teams, remember Hamilton has given up some special teams.
Good play by
this year.
Gibson, Neil. He caught the ball on the fly. He didn't let it hit and roll around.
Van is a very dangerous return man.
True.
Yeah, he didn't want Van to get. You're right.
And I mean, Brink got the opening touchdown against Hamilton High in a kickoff situation earlier this year. Handoff. This is going to be to Van.
Nice
and
play.
Van is a flat tire, 1 yard in the backfield. Second and 11.
Yeah, 33 for Hamilton with the tackle.
So fumbles have cost Middletown everything.
Oh, yeah. A fumble out of the end zone for a touchback. A fumble inside your own 10-yard line to give Hamilton their touchdown. A fumble when you had great field position going into the red zone when everything was going your way. The pass is complete to Reed. It's going to still set up 3rd down and 6 on a very short completion. Hamilton still does have 2 timeouts remaining as well. There's all the time in the world they need if their defense can make a stop.
Yeah, Aiden Turner with the sure tackle there. He had one-on-one coverage out there. This is a huge 3rd down.
Right here, yep.
Trips receivers and watch 15 in the slot.
He's going
Boyd's
deep.
Looking deeper.
He got him! Unbelievable.
Completion.
He pulled that.
No, incomplete is called. Incomplete is called. Julius Reed skied for the football. Jordan Ash, the defensive
Neil,
back.
did you get that one?
I got it from wide. You're going to have to watch it slowly.
That's
folks.
a controversial one there, guys.
I came in late, but I didn't want to miss the trajectory of the throw.
I'm not surprised because by the time Ash was on the ground, I thought I saw the ball kind of laying by the hip, kind of connected to the arm
he didn't
edge.
complete the process.
Yes.
The old process.
I am not surprised by the
Calvin
call.
Johnson call.
Yeah.
It almost looked like joint ownership of the ball. I think.
For Nichols, and no roughing the punter this time. A horrible kick, and you wonder
Shanked
if he's
it.
feeling okay after he got drilled the last time he punted. And Hamilton has field position,
Let's see, here he
and
comes.
Hamilton has life.
And they have momentum.
Lots of life, 2 touchdowns, 5 over 5 minutes. Not too bad, 32-yard line.
Not bad at all.
And
Neil.
we had said that Hamilton's bugaboo this year was the middle of the third and 1 or 2 bad things happening. We had said that their win over Fairfield last week was more than just a win. It was the ability to take a punch in the mouth in the third and deliver it back. And here we go again, Hamilton, the opportunity to pull a victory out late after it looked like everything was going against you. Arvey has to
There's
love this.
Bailey! Bailey's going!
He's down the sideline, and he goes down.
He tried.
Inbounds
He
around the
tried.
26. He tried to juke, didn't he, Dan?
I'm sorry, you're okay. He tried to make a cut, and his feet went out from under him. Oh.
Big gain. And Hamilton's on the outskirts of field goal range now. Guys, we might have gotten the game of the night. It's been a weird one, but it's been a fun one.
I'm telling you, the second half has been amazing because it was only 3-0 at the first.
Probably about a 38-yard run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In
Good job.
in that idea.
Thank you, Neil.
Hamilton's feeling a little momentum. That adrenaline is kicking in now. Bailey tries to fall forward, gets only about a yard or so. Not a very generous spot either by the officiating crew. It's going to be second at about still 10.
That's a terrible spot.
Oof.
He fell about 3 yards. Now they're no, they weren't.
Nope, just like a no-gain spot.
Unless they thought his knee hit first and then he fell the rest of the way forward.
They just stuck it right back on the original line of scrimmage.
They did.
I don't get that.
That was no gain.
No gain.
Must have been slipping and falling. And Dan, I wonder, that's another slip and fall.
Yeah.
The turf is getting a little bit wet. The dew is condensating on Chris Carter Field. Bailey up the middle.
They're just going with Bailey right now.
Bailey.
You wonder, do you go risky here on 3rd and long? Do you like your field goal range? You've hit a 43-yarder. It's a little long for a high school field goal to trust this.
Or 4 downs.
Well, and you got 4 minutes left and 2 timeouts, so if you don't end up scoring, you go for a field goal, you don't get it, you have the opportunity to
I'm
play
going to
deep.
go Jordan Bryan or Elijah Jones. They're the 2 main men.
Well, they're both on the left side of the formation, top of your screen.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the receivers.
Bryan is the top of the screen, Jones the slot.
They're looking.
Play action.
He's looking.
Looking for the end zone.
He's got him.
Touchdown.
What a pass. What a pass.
Jordan Bryant on the post pattern.
What a pass. He throws such a pretty ball.
They sent Elijah Jones from the slot going on a corner route, and they sent Jordan Bryant overlapping that on the top side of that with the backside post, and a strike.
I'm telling you, he was not open when that ball was released. It was a professional throw.
That was absolutely professional quality.
My goodness.
And the shockwaves.
This is another huge extra point because they'll be up by 4 instead of 3.
Force a touchdown.
Yes,
recovery.
You're right.
Stevens. And Hamilton's defense has been their stronger unit tonight.
He looks like a
Got
strong
it. It's a beautiful kick.
It's good.
Look at Hamilton.
Boy, Hamlin's going nuts.
Oh, the student section is loving it. And I'm telling you, the second level points that are available for Big Blue in this game. I will bring this up real quickly as they're getting ready to kick off. So you can see Hamilton on the 11 line. Middletown is worth 45.5 second level points. Hamilton on the entire season only has 26 at this point in time.
They're going to
more than double.
200% increase in their season points.
If Hamilton can win this game, they will end up most likely with a home playoff game at Virgil Schwarm.
And they're an 11 seed, folks.
Right now, They can climb as high as 7. They've got Coleraine next week, who's not going to be worth a lot of points, but it is a winnable game. This is the cash cow they can grab for the Harbin ratings.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm still wondering to myself, all the pain that we went through in this game.
It's been worth it.
Probably worth it. This has been a spectacular getting close to the finish.
Kind of felt a bit like a woman in labor, hasn't it?
The baby is out.
The baby is poking its head out.
It's akin to what's the word? Constipation's what I was
Oh, no.
That's the other end, Dad. That's the other end.
That's the other.
Keeps going back to bowels.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll tell you.
The reverberations are still going through Barnett Stadium.
Oh, short pooch kick.
And once again.
On the fly, fielded by the same guy there. That would be Will Gibson, Johnny, on the spot. And I have a feeling, Dad, this is a strategy that Hamilton's employing of not kicking it deep to Van.
Yeah.
If you're going to beat us, you're going to beat us with your offense against our defense, not on the special teams unit.
Yeah, well.
Makes sense.
That's good scouting by R.V. Crouch there because when you get 3 touchdown returns, two kickoff and 1 punt, the guy's electric. And
don't give him the chance.
It's smart. It's smart.
Playing the odds.
And again, Hamilton's defense has been pretty darn good for most of this game.
Well, let's see if they can
come
hold.
up with 4 or 3 fumble recoveries. Quick little pass.
Wait.
Oh, no. It was caught by the lineman. Are you kidding me?
It was deflected, and the lineman caught it. So
Braden Bailey deflected the ball. It was caught by the offensive lineman, Riley Fletcher, who regrets that decision immediately.
That's another film study.
That's a negative 12-yard completion when Middletown needed at least.
It's just a reflex, you know.
Knock it down.
Yeah.
Bat it down. Knock it down. It's like the end of the. It's like a Hail Mary at the end of the game.
You're a lineman. Take your hands off your arms.
2nd and 22, thanks to the lineman catching the ball and not doing his team a favor. Bourne, he's got a cannon. Throws it, and it's broken up. No penalty on the play. Intended for Gibson.
You better watch the taunting.
Lyndon Hamid breaks it up. Yeah, please, Danny, right?
We don't need taunting
That's
there.
the last thing that Hamilton High needs.
This is the loudest I've heard the Hamilton crowd all night.
I think that little move they do, it's like putting your sword in your belt.
Yeah, he did. I saw that.
Yeah, it's a popular. I see it in college. I see it in the pros.
I see
you can't do the throat slash.
I see it when a golfer makes a putt.
Yeah,
they do that.
Big 3rd down and forever. 22.
3rd and 22 for Bourne. Bull rush by Eccles. Throws it long. Interception. There it is.
Picked off.
The safety, Chase Smoke, read it the whole way. Came across the screen. Makes the pick for Big Blue. The 4th turnover for Hamilton's defense of the night. And now you got to get the clock down.
Yeah. I am so impressed with Hamilton, the way they persevered, the way they've come out. We were on them a little bit about their 3rd down blues this season. Boy, they're playing out of sight right now, guys.
You know, I want to give a shout-out to R.V. Crouch. We got an injured player on the field right now, but I want to give a shout-out to Coach R.V. if he happens to listen to this to a future broadcast. He was the head coach at Mount Healthy before he was the head coach at Hamilton, and he would call into WMOH radio every week. And Mount Healthy wasn't even in Butler County. He'd call in every single week, win or lose, from the back of the bus, and I'm sure it was probably to demonstrate accountability even on a bad game, where you're letting your players see you facing the music, having the phone out there on the bus, talking to the media afterwards, saying we didn't do this well, whatever else. That accountability sets a standard for your players. It was rough sledding earlier this year for Hamilton High, make no doubt about it. They've lost 6 games, and they've had a lot of times there've been some hard luck, but they maybe wanted to quit, maybe didn't, whatever. They're playing the full 4 quarters. They did it against Fairfield last week.
Yes.
They're now doing it against Middletown.
They found themselves late in the season.
To be able to find adversity and not fold, but rather rise above it. This is one of RV's finer coaching jobs with this team.
Boy, something's going on down
I know
there now.
they stopped the play clock at 10 seconds. I'm not sure I've seen that before.
They need to put a new play clock
Now
on it
it's
instead.
24.
Yes.
Now they're counting down from 25.
Middletown does have all 3 timeouts, so Hamilton's going to need at least 1, if not 2 first downs.
Hamilton trying to draw him off there with a little
Bailey nearly false started on that, the running back.
Middletown.
Bailey's going to take this, and that is going to be
Bailey
the
lost his
linebacker.
helmet.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the linebacker, C.J. Bryant. The helmet's not going to matter because a timeout was taken
That's true.
by Middletown. And they're
Middletown.
taking that, obviously, for obvious reasons to try to get the ball back
time.
one more time.
Okay, so Middletown.
They're not out
2
of this
timeouts
yet.
left, 2:14, but Middletown must have a touchdown to win the game. A field goal means nothing. They're down by 4. These extra points have been critical for Hamilton.
Playing hang on, Snoop.
Hang on, Sloopy. Yeah, the old Ohio State.
Middletown
Ohio
band-
State's not had to hang on to anything this year.
No,
They've been
they have
just
not.
rolling.
Middletown's band trying to keep the Middies fired up defensively. This game is not over. They can get the ball back. They just need to make a couple more stops on the GMC's second leading rusher, Andre Bailey. That's not been easy. Bailey has only gotten a couple decent runs today where he's punched it out. Middletown's defense has largely kept him bottled up.
The difference in the second half has just been, well, mistakes. You know, Hamilton caused a fumble down there, got a short field, got the 10-yard touchdown.
Dan scoreboard up at a Terry Malone plateau. Lem Grayson with the 63-yard touchdown run. Baden is up 28-14 over Alter. Couple minutes left to go in that game now.
Terrific. Okay, let's see what happens. This is it, guys. 2nd and 11. I think Hamilton, if they had the nerve to throw it, it would surprise
Bailey's
everyone.
not back there right now. This is the Guardian cap guy. This is Deacon Wilson.
Deacon, it's nice that he stays on his feet because it just eats up clock.
And obviously, Dad, there's a Steely Dan reference to be made here when Hamilton High has Deacon Wilson on the team. You
Deacon
can call him
Blues?
Deacon Big Blue.
Oh, Dave, I'm sure would have enjoyed.
They call Alabama the Crimson Tide.
Call him Deacon Blues. That's right.
Deacon Blues.
Or Deacon Big Blues.
Deacon Big Blues. That's right. That's right.
For the Hamilton Big Blues.
Give a shout out to Steve Vaughn if you're watching right now, because I know you're probably eating your heart out back in the studio with this on your laptop or computer over there, listening to Jason Earhart and Joe Cole calling the end of Bait and Alter. But Steve, I know you're from Hamilton High. Your eyes are glued on this right now. And RB Crouch is about 1 first down away.
We're hoping he has a joyful call into the radio station tonight. They can be proud of this one.
A mature effort by Hamilton. They were down 10-0 in this game.
All right, 3rd and 11.
Do you want to try to complete a pass?
No, you run the ball. You make them use that timeout.
Andre Bailey is in the backfield with you, but he's not behind the quarterback. You're going to hand it and go wide. You want to stay in bounds if you're Bailey.
And he does.
And he does.
Okay, clock's running.
And Kali Jones is going to take the final timeout for Middletown. And Hamilton is going to trust your defense. I know it has become less fashionable to say that saying over the years compared to 30 years ago, but I can see why Arvey would want to trust his defense given the way that this game has gone. And Dan, I know you're going to have your eye on Jordan Van on a possible punt return here.
Well, Connor Stevens here. This is going to be the biggest kick of the game, I think, personally. Connor Stevens has got to kick this ball out of bounds. Okay? It's that simple.
Don't let Van have any chance.
Don't let
of
him
ball.
have it. You kick the ball out of bounds.
Special teams has not always been Hamilton's strong suit.
No.
They did get a surprise onside kick tonight, which was very nice. They ran a fake punt that ended up resulting in an interception with double penalties and actually helped them in a weird way.
And you know, we're high atop the rooftop, and it's perfect. It's not cold or anything. I love it.
Up on the roof here at Barnett Stadium.
Here's our punt.
Dad giving us some wonderful camera action here.
All right, Neil.
And no nostril
What do
time
you
today.
think? You think they're going to kick it out of bounds? I do.
I prefer them to do that. What you say makes perfect sense.
All right, let's see what happens.
Don't let them have a chance to return.
A whistle blows. Looks like that kick was not going out of bounds. It was going right to Van down the middle, and a timeout Hamilton.
Interesting.
Something they didn't like.
That's because they kicked it to Van.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, RV. You know better than that.
Coffin corner this.
You got to kick it out of bounds.
For those of you that have just joined us, it was a 3-0 game at halftime. Middletown scored on a 50-yard field goal attempt. It has been a weird and wild game of miscues.
Yes.
Middletown going in for a score and fumbling across the goal line for a touchback. Middletown scoring and going up 10-0, and then with a chance to really punch this thing into the gut, coughs the ball up inexplicably. Back to Hamilton again. Hamilton unable to do anything, still down 10-0, runs a fake punt that gets intercepted, and then a block in the back penalty and a taunting penalty on Middletown put them inside their own 10 where they fumbled again.
It's been a soap opera of a football game.
A touchdown pass on a fade to Elijah Jones, and a touchdown pass on a post pattern to Jordan Bryant. And a flag. And this is going to be a false start, so this will just simply back Hamilton up 5 yards. But Hamilton has basically hung in there, taking Middletown's best shot, and their defense has forced 4 turnovers so far, including 3 fumble recoveries and an interception.
And it still doesn't look like they're going to be kicking it out of bounds.
It does not.
This might bite them in the rear end. We'll see what happens.
Coleman and Van, the return men for Middletown. This is high. It's going to have to be fair caught. And they got the sideline after all there, Dan.
They kicked it out of bounds.
You got your sideline kick like you wanted.
Fantastic.
It looked like the punter dropped the nose of the ball down toward his foot.
Yes.
To probably cause that. I don't know anything about kicking.
It's ironic, though. The previous 2 punts were just right
down the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he kicks it out of bounds. Maybe he didn't mean to, and it just worked out that way.
Maybe.
I'm wondering that myself, Dan.
1:49 to go.
Middletown 60 yards, and the field goal does them no good.
They got to get a touchdown.
No timeouts.
No timeouts.
Any tackle inbounds that's not a first down will keep the clock moving.
Hamilton's looks like they're going to just rush 3, and they got spread on both sides, 4 wideouts. See if Hamilton getting pressure up the middle.
Justin Bourne, you guys want a GMC title chance at Princeton next week?
There's some pressure up the middle.
You got to do it now. Out of bounds it goes. 1 play down for Hamilton's defense.
Hamilton rushing 3 against 5 offensive linemen and still getting pressure. That says it all, doesn't it?
Well, here's the thing. It's adrenaline at this point in time.
Oh,
they feel the momentum.
Their hearts are beating out of their chest.
They're like, we can do this. They absolutely believe it. You can tell they believe.
They do.
You can see it in their body language.
They're out of sight.
2nd down and 10 for Bourne and the Middies. 3-man rush. Bourne's going to try to drop it over the top. Throws it behind. Incomplete pass. It was intended for Will Gibson. It hit his back shoulder and fell harmlessly to the turf.
The quarterback didn't really throw the ball there. He kind of released it like a dart. He didn't really – he aimed the ball, as Joe Nuxall used to say. When pitchers weren't throwing, they were aiming the ball.
It was a dart. That's exactly right. And a dart not in the pejorative complimentary sense. More like just throwing darts at a dartboard and kind of wristed that.
And he missed it. All right, so we got 3rd and 10. Play clock's down to 10, and they still haven't lined up.
And they're out of timeouts.
Yes, they got to
hustle. They got to snap this ball.
It's 5 seconds on the play clock. They
Bourne
get it off.
Gets it off. 4-man rush. Oh! Tackle broken. Bouncing it outside.
Huge play
for
the Middies.
Pause for a moment for the setting of the chains. Julius Reed.
1:29. That was huge for the Middies.
Clock keeper slow to start the clock, but now Bourne takes the snap.
He's got a lot of time. He gets nailed.
It is incomplete.
Incomplete.
The attempt was there, again, to Will Gibson. They've seen a lot of Gibson attempts up the middle of the field. That one kind of flutters to the ground there at the very end.
It's very interesting to me that Hamilton is not trying a single blitz on this drive. They're trying to keep all the players in front of them. I would like to see a safety blitz or linebacker blitz.
I'm
not telling RV how to coach.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what were we going to say?
I think, Dan, they're terrified of giving up the big play, and they think if they can just keep everything in front of them, they'll be able to rally around. I think that's their goal.
Okay.
Only a minute and 20 left to go.
Sack would be just huge.
Bourne on a double move. Throws it outside.
He dropped
Incomplete.
it. Oh, my. He's had such a good game tonight.
Gibson was the intended receiver.
Yeah, Gibson has been catching every pooch kickoff known to man.
He has.
And that hit him right in the numbers. Beautiful play.
Gibson has been over the middle of the field for most of these routes. That one was an out pattern.
He's like the
Gibson.
Cooper Kupp, boy. He's been steady and catching everything, but he missed that one. Big 3rd and 10 here. We'll see what if
Bourne has trips receivers to the left side of his formation. 4-man rush and a spy. The spy is going after him.
He is hit.
Him. That is going to be an incomplete pass.
Hamilton brings an extra man on defense on the rush.
That was actually Aiden Luff, number 48, and he actually, Dan, was spying on that play. So it was a 4-man rush with a quarterback spy, and when Bourne looked like he was going to took off, Luff came up, and that's what looked like a 5th rusher there.
Okay, well, all right, let's see. No, Hamilton has a timeout left, so they could theoretically call one here if they don't like the way they're lined up.
Looks like a 3-man defensive line with a couple linebackers. Trips receivers to the left-hand side. Bourne's going to take the snap on 4th and 10. Rolling out, throws it wide. It is going to be complete to Reed. He's going to be close to the marker and has the first down. The game is extended. We're down to a minute left to go and a new set of downs for the Middies across the 35-yard line.
What a throw. Off his back foot.
They had to have it, Dan.
They did, and he came through.
Julius Reed has been Johnny on the spot for Middletown a lot tonight.
That ball just took a while to get there. I thought the Hamilton defender could knock that down. Joel's pacing here in the booth, guys.
I love it. 1st and 10.
He's running
track. Bourne takes the snap. Looks for the out pattern. Hits his man, bobbled, and it's better for Middletown if he drops it, but he didn't. Xavier Needham kept it, and the clock is going to continue to run.
Tick. We're down to 48, and he's hurt.
An injury. Oh, this is not going to make RV Crouch very happy.
He got nailed. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
He did get nailed.
He looks pretty.
But Middletown is out of timeouts. Not that they necessarily charge you with a timeout in high school football anyway.
And my situation with this is you should not allow the team to huddle up and talk to the coach while in this situation. They should require them to stay in the middle of the field. I guess you could do hand signals, though.
You could do hand signals anyway. There's no real way to make this fair.
Yeah.
If the injury is a true injury, which he did get blasted, well, what can you do about that? If it's not a true injury, then that's tremendously unsporting.
Yes. Well, the clock.
NFL college level would make that a 10-second runoff.
Yeah, which I think is actually a.
It would be apropos here to have, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be, especially if you're a big Blue fan.
But with everybody still having to come off the field, everybody gets lined up for Middletown. The clock will now wind.
It's winding.
That was a tremendous advantage from the injury for Middletown as they got the play called. Bourne keeps it, throws it long to Reed.
Knocked down.
Down at the goal line. DJ Bryant for Hamilton coming up with the play. And again, it's going to be 3rd and long. Hamilton's secondary coming up big.
Bryant knocked it down, but he could have picked that.
It would have ended it.
He's kind of shaking his head a little bit. I think he realizes it now.
The pass was thrown, intended for Julius Reed at the goal line there as Bourne was scrambling. Aiden Luff, number 48, linebacker's going to be
Wait a minute,
really.
we got a cramp now. Right down here.
Now we got a big blue player that's down.
Oh, that's a terrible time to have a cramp because now the middies.
And it's definitely a cramp.
Yeah, the middies can draw up a play.
We have not had to make the pickle juice reference all night. It's week 9. Why are we cramping in week 9?
It's funny. I go from constipation to cramp now. I want to, off subject, just say a shout out to Todd Helton.
Todd Helton.
2 weeks ago, we were at Baden, and we forgot to thank him.
We did.
His contributions, wonderful buffet. Shooters in Hamilton.
Shooters
thank
on the
you,
west
Todd.
side. Yes.
Boy, we enjoyed it. Very good.
He had brought the full spread. He had the the boneless wings, the boned wings. He had 3 different kinds of pizza.
Oh.
He had the little pretzel knobs that you could dip in the Asiago cheese. It was just beautiful, delicious food.
Speaking of Baden, that game has gone final. 28-14 Baden over Alter tonight in the GCL.
Third and 8.
A whistle, a flag from the back judge.
Timeout Hamilton.
Okay. So now both teams.
I wonder what that was about. Joe.
Probably didn't like the way that was lined up against the offense.
What was the flag about?
Well, the flag
didn't count.
Would be thrown by the back judge for delay of game if there was a such thing, though I can't imagine it would have been delay of game given they were coming off the injury. He must have just flinched because he had his flag in his hand when he actually wanted to blow the whistle to call the timeout.
I wasn't paying any attention to it.
It was probably his way of stopping the clock.
Inadvertent of some sort. Wow.
They sure got their exercise throwing those flags tonight.
They have.
Well, it's been
an ugly game at times.
It's been fun, though.
It's been a lot of fun.
Great. It really gained some velocity here toward the
this fourth quarter has been,
really,
as the kids would say, fire.
En fuego.
En fuego.
Yeah, baby.
All right. 3rd and 8. Who are we going to go with? They got 3 on the right, short end of the field. They got to go right.
Got to go out of bounds, right? They're looking end zone.
Picked off by the big blue Moke.
Chase Moke.
Moke seals the game for Hamilton.
Big Blue is going to get a win in Barnett Stadium.
What a comeback. Whoa.
Arby Crouch, you've just gotten yourself 45.5 second level points at a potential home playoff game at Virgil Schwarm.
What's that, Joe? 5 turnovers, right?
5 turnovers for Middletown's offense
You just
tonight.
can't win a game doing that.
Big Blues D come into play.
Okay, they have to learn to line up behind the center.
I know.
Here.
All you got to do now is make sure you get the snap.
Take a knee, and it's over.
And there it is.
And the clock is going to run out.
And on senior night at Barnett Stadium, Hamilton High has become the proverbial turd in the punch bowl. Not going to end well for Middletown.
We're going back to the constipation remark again.
This game has been far from, you know what?
A beautiful floater in the punch bowl as far as Arby Crouch is concerned. Coming up here to Barnett's and destroying Middletown senior night. Love it.
3, 2, 1, and it is over.
It's a beautiful mess. It was a real sloppy game, but
Hamilton, give them all the credit. They were down and they were almost out, and they just stayed the course. 2 second-half touchdowns, 14-10 final score.
The trophy for the Butler Bowl being handed over there to Eckley Bridges, number 59, as he brings that thing back over to the student section over there.
I'm trying to find it.
Way over there at the 20-yard
line. Oh, I see it
line.
now. Here we go.
The Butler Bowl.
The annual Butler Bowl, and it's going back to Virgil Schwarm.
He kissed it.
So if Baden beat Hamilton and Hamilton beat Middletown, does Baden win the Butler Bowl?
No.
Okay, I was doing A as B as
A as B as the B as
C. As A as
well, the problem with the whole GMC this year, you know, Hamilton loses to Lakota West. Lakota West beats Middletown, but so does Hamilton. But then they both lose to Princeton. But then West, So Middletown's got Princeton next week.
So everybody should get a trophy.
Fairfield has lost to Hamilton, but has beaten Lakota West. I mean, it's wild.
And just like this game was.
And a wild night to be Hamilton Big Blue, as they love their student section.
Look at that.
Driven up Route 4 to support them.
The Barnett sleep.
Just don't anybody get yourself hurt on the way back down off of that rail. It's a high fence up there.
We're even a little bit higher up here on the roof, but
my goodness.
Take care of ourselves getting down.
Well, this was the place to be tonight, folks. It was 10-0 Middletown at one point in time in the fourth quarter with about 8 minutes left to go. And yet Hamilton was able to force 3 turnovers from that point on. They were able to get 2 touchdown passes from their young quarterback, Jaden McLean, who is maturing before our eyes. The fade route in the end zone to Elijah Jones to make it 10-7 and put them in striking distance.
A beautiful fade pass.
And then the post pattern when they sent Elijah Jones into the flat on a corner route, and the Middletown's defense went with him. They sent Jordan Bryant on the backside toward the post, And, Danny, you said it correctly. The throw that McLean made was thrown before Bryant was open. Professional quality.
Yes, and he just hoped his receiver would be there, and averaging 18.4 yards, their top yardage receiver, he comes down with the long pass and essentially clinches the game.
And after the 14-10 lead, Hamilton put everything on their defense, who got a couple of picks late. Chase Moak, 2 interceptions on the last 2 drives of Middletown's offense to seal the deal for Hamilton High School, who's going to get 45.5 second-level points. They will return next weekend to Virgil Schwarm Stadium for their own senior night, where they will get to host the 1-7, soon-to-be 1-8 Coleraine Cardinals.
And they can get 6.5 points.
6.5 more on that.
Yeah.
And Hamilton can climb as high as 7th potentially in the final Harbin ratings. That's if everything goes the way they want it to. There is a possibility, a real chance that Virgil Schwarm Stadium might be hosting a first-round playoff game in Week 11. And when Hamilton was sitting at 1-6 2 weeks ago, looking at Fairfield and Middletown square in the face, who had that on their bingo card?
No one.
Harvey Crouch, you have righted the ship. This is one of the better coaching jobs that you have probably ever done, and you have to be as proud can be in your Big Blue squad. The resilience, being down by 10 in the fourth quarter, not throwing in the towel, not giving up, and playing all the way to the final whistle. That's everything you preach as a coach, and you can see Arby there in the center. Dad, he's the one in the gray sweatshirt there that's kind of pacing around a little bit, turning around now and facing. That's Arby right there. He's got to be as happy can be.
Oh, I saw smiling teeth there.
Oh, you definitely see some teeth.
It's just something that makes you feel good. To see a team like this struggle and fight and pull one out, and like he said,
folks, they were the underdogs tonight.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, 7-1 versus 2-6. That says it right there. Okay, but we knew it's a rival game. We knew. We don't want to be cliched and say you can throw out the records when these teams play, because you hear that stupid thing all the time.
But throw out the records.
Yeah, but you really could in this instance, because it was 3-0 at halftime.
Well, and Hamilton, here's the other thing about Hamilton's record. It's deceptive.
Oh, yes.
Looking at all of their scores, it was the Lakota West game, 38-6, was really the only time they really got blown out. Even Princeton, where they lost to them by 12, they hung in there for a long time, and everybody else has been basically playing one-score games with them for most of the year.
Right.
So they've been close, and when they bring their defense with them, they can keep a game close. And Hamilton was certainly able to keep it close enough to give their young quarterback the chance to make a couple of key plays at the end. And again, Dad, you said it correctly. 5 turnovers.
They got a young, growing quarterback. They have 2 great wideouts, and they got Bailey, who I think is an outstanding back. So you got weapons there on offense, and now their defense is really the force of their team.
A beautiful, beautiful night. If you're a Hamilton Big Blue fan, start punching your ticket for the playoffs. Start punching your ticket for going home to watch senior night against Coleraine. Middletown. Well, if I can try to find you guys at least a little bit of good news before we sign off here. Tippecanoe has beaten Troy 21-0. So Middletown, you are most likely going to stay on the number 1 line.
There you go.
And if you guys can win next week against Princeton, you will still be the number 1 seed in your region.
That's going to be a great game, isn't it? Oh, my goodness.
Over at Lockland.
And perhaps maybe a good loss for Middletown just to get them refocused, because, hey, playoffs are coming.
You got to realize and have a healthy respect for your opponent, that you still are beatable,
That's
even
right.
though you were 7-1 going into this.
Anybody can be beat.
On any, especially in the GMC, it's been that way all year. For Neil Sackenheim, our cameraman, for Dr. Dan Vogt, it's been a joy to have you with us here at Barnett Stadium up on the roof tonight. It's the Hamilton Big Blue 14 and the Middletown Middies 10. Thank you for watching the Report Ohio's coverage of Week 9 high school football, and we'll see you again one more time, Week 10, for the finale of the regular season.
Good night.